people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked. What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation? What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked. What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen. listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. What's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is? What it do? What's up? What it is? PlayStation. what's up. J Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up. What it is, PlayStation, what's up. J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it live in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm giving them trophies out like Naughty Dog. What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And welcome to What's Up PlayStation episode 83. And boy, oh boy, we are climbing in the episodes. This is going to be a really good episode today, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I hope you got your pancakes, bacon, and eggs, your cereal, your oatmeal, your cream of wheat, your Faritina, your tea, your coffee, whatever it is you need in the morning on a Saturday to get you up and ready to go. Because boy, oh boy, we got a great show, and it's going to be really entertaining like it always is with me and Bari. And listen, speaking of Bari, right? Because listen, the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew, it wouldn't be what it is without, it's a team effort. You understand? It's me, and then it's my bro Bari, man, the best lisp on YouTube, Mr. Speak from the Heart. My boy's back. Mr. Comics the Movies, the King of the Bronx, Mr. Go for Walks, Mr. Touch Grass, Mr. Jerk Chicken, Mr. Barbecue Jerk Chicken, Mr. Oxtail himself. Yes, sir, Bari, what's good, bro? Was that a good enough intro? What's going on, bro?
Yo, that's a long intro right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling today, man?
What is good, guys, man? Definitely appreciate everybody coming through to the podcast. Another one. We are here. You know, the weekend time. You know, we got to start you guys off proper, like we Saturday morning cartoons in this joint. You know what I mean? But nah, man, Persona, what is good, man? How we feeling? How we doing?
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good. It's another Saturday. Happy to be here. You know, I always say it, man. I always look forward to the Saturday morning podcast with my bro Bari. So it's gonna be a good show. A lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, man. It's not just me being here as well, Persona. It's not just me and you this week.
Oh
we
no!
Told you guys we are bringing the legends.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
back
sir.
to back, hit after hit.
Yes, sir.
My bad. Let me chill. Let me fall.
We got to give him a proper intro. Mr. Hit after hit. The king of the round table, Mr. Middle Finger up, Mr. Don't take shit from nobody. He always gonna drop the facts. He always gonna keep it real. You understand? Can never be compromised. The man is always gonna stand by his convictions. Highly respected in the community, man. I rock with this dude, man. I rock with his content.
Pointing out the low XP.
The low X. Oh yeah. Oh, listen. He know if you low XP. If you and if you don't know what low XP means, you might be low XP.
Yes, sir.
Hey yo, we got Kingthrash in the building.
What up?
Kingthrash, what's going on with you, brother? How you feeling today, man?
Man, hey, you know, the birds ain't up yet in California, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The early bird ain't catching worms yet. They still curled up in the nest, but I am doing fantastic out here in the sunny California, the sunny side of California. You know what I'm saying? Finally home and ready to go. Happy to be on the WUPS as usual. I usually always wake up about midway through y'all's show, but I always do wake up to the show. And glad to finally be on here, man. Much appreciated.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's been a long time coming, but you know, WUPS, we gotta bring the legends on the podcast as well, man. You know what I mean? It's not just about the industry people; it's about the people within the community as well, man. So, pleasure having you here.
I much appreciate it, man. I ain't a legend, I don't know, but sure. I mean, I take it.
Oh yeah, you're a legend out here. You're a legend out here.
Legend, man.
Yeah, you're a legend
a lot of fancies are tickled, paws. A lot of feathers are ruffled.
Yes, sir.
But a lot of facts is being spoken. You know what I mean? So
yes,
they gonna have to hold that.
Listen, you know you're a legend when you can get the influencers and journalistic folks up off their mound, bro, off of just words, off of just talking. Like you woo, you dissect them something crazy. The analysts that you do with the games and whatnot, and just all of it, bro, is fire. You know, the documentaries. You're a deep dude, man. Like I think a lot of people. I think part of the problem is that a lot of people they see the clips and they see the bravado or how you are and how you speak, and they automatically try to write you off like, oh well, nah, you know, Kingthrash isn't really someone you want to listen to. And I'm like, yo, listen to the man, bro. Listen to the message. Listen to what he's talking about when it comes to gaming, when it comes to the industry and stuff like that. I love it. You feel me?
It's the message, not the way how the message is being said. Is the actual message that people, you know.
Yeah, it's that they hear me. They don't listen to me. Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They hear me. They hear what their friends say, but they don't really listen. And I think I sit back and I listen to everybody. So it's only certain people I even fuck with because it's just not about listening with me. I mean, it's not about hearing with me. I listen to every Xbox fans, PlayStation fan, doesn't matter. I know who's real and who's not. That's why I always fuck with y'all niggas. That's why I can argue with y'all niggas. If I don't argue with you, I do not respect you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times niggas gonna bump heads, especially me and Persona. Nigga, I don't even call it bumping heads. We just discussing what our beliefs are.
Speaking passionately, you know.
Yeah, man. It's like people seem like that's like, you know, they see it in a different way, but it's because they're not on that level. You know what I'm saying? As far as discussion and talking about it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So low XP. That's my favorite.
Low XP.
Low XP. Yo.
It's crazy because that's so.
Make a new system for people to gain XP too. I'm trying to make.
Hey, old facts, man. That low XP line is crazy, bro. I love it. Yeah, man. So listen, we got a great show, guys. We're really happy to have Thrash here with us, man. It's definitely gonna be a really great show. I know Thrash is gonna bring the heat, especially when it comes to that topic. Oh boy, I know Thrash is gonna bring the heat with that topic. So, guys, you're going to want to stick through the whole show. A couple more trophies for y'all, man. We're going to throw a few more trophies at y'all real quick. All right, guys. So, you know how we do things here, man. We're going to start off with the games that have released this week. And listen, man.
What game Persona bought this week?
I bought a couple. I ain't going to lie to you, Bari. I did. All right, let's go with the games that released this week. So, first and foremost, we got the Slovak run for the PS5, PS4. We've got Uden Chronicles.
The what?
Slovak.
Oh, I thought you said slow back. I was like,
Slow back.
Let me get my tea. Hold on.
Then we got Euden Chronicles Rising for the PS5, PS4. We've got Lethus, The Path of Progress for the PS5. We got Rage Among the Stars for the PS5, PS4. We've got Salt and Sacrifice for the PS5,
Yes,
PS4. We got This War of Mine Complete Edition for the PS5. We've got Unpacking for the PS5, PS4. We've got We Were Here Forever for the PS5, PS4. We've got ACA Pro Tennis World Court for the PS4. We've got Dogs Donuts for the PS4. We've got Flippin' Cactus for the PS4. We've got Horror Bar VR for the PSVR. We've got Infinite Links for the PS5, PS4. We've got.
What do you think that game is about? Is it a fighting game or is it about sausage links? Let me know, Persona, right now.
Sausage Links.
There you go.
Yo, we got Rogue Lords for the PS4. We've got Soundfall for the PS5, PS4. Spotlight. Hint.
Yo, why your voice when you said Soundfall, man? Every other game you was very monotone, but this
Right.
Soundfall. You know
Soundfall.
what I mean? Like,
Listen, Soundfall is amazing, bro. This game, I'm telling yo, Spotlight. Yo, this game is amazing. Trust and I tell you, this game is fire.
all
right. Then we got Source. Then we got Source of Madness for the PS5, PS4. We've got Taurus Bus Simulator for the PS5.
Yo, Trash, I need a review by next week. I need an analyst. I need a breakdown, and I need a review by next week. The Taurus Bus Simulator next week, Trash.
Hey, yo, they grasping at
it doesn't have manual transmission, but we'll see what I can do.
Oh man.
Yo, they grasping at straws with
2 points
these.
off.
They grasping at straws with these simulator. Next thing you know, they're gonna have a shower simulator or some stuff.
Yo, every week we read a new one. Like they simulate everything out here.
Crazy.
But they're gonna have a navigate the PlayStation Store simulator one day.
Yo, facts, bro. Yo, like I was about to make a joke saying they about to have a leaf blower simulator, right?
Oh,
but I think they already have it.
They do. They do got like a gardening simulator, something like that. I believe so.
Crazy.
And then we got the Centennial Case, a Shijima story for PS5, PS4. We've got Evil Dead the game for PS5, PS4, and then last but not least, we've got Instant Sport Plus for the PlayStation 5.
Shout out to Sick. He playing Evil Dead right now. It looks like one of those Friday the 13th Predator type game. You know, I don't know if it's the same developer that's making it, but they just pretty much adding all of the movie concepts into the game. It looks alright.
All right, so real quick, shout out to everybody. Yo, we got new members on the channel, man. Round of applause to the members of the channel. Joining the WUPS Nation.
Yo, we definitely gotta start implementing, like shouting out the members of our Persona.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Because we definitely gotta shout everybody out. But we gonna implement. We gonna
implement it good. Yeah. So shout out to Stardust Zero and Steady Flow for becoming members, joining the WUPS Nation. Appreciate y'all. And then shout out to the Super Chats, man. Viper, appreciate you, bro. He says, newly approved Xbox ambassador, Kingthrash. That's a fact.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Steady Flow, appreciate you for the Super Chat.
Not the hero you guys need. Not the hero you guys want.
But the hero you need. Absolutely. Steady Flow, appreciate you for the Super Chats. It's about to be a lit show on WUPS with Kingthrash today. Share the stream chat. Do what you do. Respect. Absolutely. Yes, sir. And then shout out to Cyber Dragon, man. He says, shout out to the chat mods and the guest Kingthrash and the What's Up PlayStation podcast. We appreciate you, Cyber.
Shout out to my
long
man,
time
Cyber.
supporter. All right.
So Cyber, we need to get on that Bloodborne, man. You know what I mean?
Yo, facts. Get him through the chalice dungeons.
Cyber cold, man. That's a real nigga, right? That's a real gaming nigga right there.
Yeah,
that's a dude that plays. He plays this shit.
Hey, yo, listen. with Cyber, I tell people, man, don't ask for Cyber's gamer tag. You might get embarrassed. No, you will get embarrassed. Okay, that man plays his games. Trust him. Just trust me. You never gonna check Cyber. Never in life.
If he ain't asked for you, don't come for him.
Yo, that's a fact. All right, so we are in the spotlight portion of the show, guys. And for those who don't know, spotlight is where me, Bari, and Thrash we'll give you guys a game, or we might break the rules. Who knows? Some games that we think that you guys should check out, right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game that hasn't released yet. It could be a game from your childhood. The point of the spotlight is just to spotlight games that we think the community should check out. So Thrash, you are our guest for this week. So we're going to start with you, man. What is your spotlight game for the week, and are you going to break the rules?
Oh shit! Hey, spotlight game for me would be an old game called Bullet Witch. Old indie game. It looks like it shouldn't do what it does, but it does what it does. It's about a witch that you pick up. You know what I'm saying? And their whole culture is about guns and shit. So when you first start, you get like an AK and a Glock, and you rolling through shit. But everything, it seems all rainbowish. Not rainbowish, but like it's an indie game. It's a pixel like game and shit. But when you play it, it's just good. It's a simple blowing shit up, shooting shit up, while doing witchcraft type shit. You know what I'm saying? Jumping on your broom, fighting a boss. I mean, it's just unique on how you do it. With all these type of different arsenals. You know what I'm saying? Slapping people around. It got the humor. It's just a game that you can play and just forget about everything and just laugh at the game. It's one of those type of games. It's not complex. You put a gun in somebody's hands, they aim and shoot. It's the Xbox level of complexity, just, point, shoot, and then next thing you shoot at is what you see. But actually it has puzzles, so it's a little bit more intricate, but it's a good game. I said that's the good game. I don't know. Wait, how do I break the rules? What's the rules?
Breaking the rules. All right, so the way to break the rules thing started was every time Bari we would do the spotlight, I would always be like, "Ah, man, you know what, Bari? I'm gonna break the rules." And breaking the rules, because we would just give one game normally, but if we breaking the rules, you give it more than one, so you give like 2 games or whatever.
Oh shit!
My man
I can break the rules
every week.
Hey, I got one more.
Go and break the rules. Throw the rules in the chat. He breaking the rules.
Breaking the rules.
I gotta break it. You shouldn't have told me that, nigga. Because I picked up. What's it called? I picked up It was right next to that game that song game you was talking about, and it wasn't Trek or You. What did I pick up? I just played it. Oh no, it's that Elysian.
Elysian.
Chronicles.
Euden Chronicles, right on.
Euden Chronicles. I picked that up. It already feel good. They limit you a lot, but you could tell that you're gonna grow into your combos. You're gonna grow into how
it's gonna open up trust.
Yeah, it's a nice high quality game for its type. You know what I'm saying? Like I like it. It's real fun. It's old school. I like that old school feel shit. I mean, of course, I'm playing Ghostwire Tokyo right now. I'm playing Cyberpunk. You know what? Fuck all that. Skip all of that shit, nigga. Cyberpunk 2077, man, it runs real good now. I'm a big Cyberpunk fan as far as the world of Cyberpunk, the Deus Exes of the world. I'm a big fan of Deus Ex. If you like Deus Ex, pick it up now. I know that it was trash at first. I know that it was fucked up. I had it day one. Trust me, I know I did not play it until 2 weeks ago. Literally waited for everything to be done, everything to be, at least playable. And now I can say it's playable, and I'm real picky. And I'm playing the fuck out of that. It's a great story, a great game. Could have been up there for Game of the Year when it first started. I mean, if it would have been working okay. So I say those three. Those three are my shits right now. That Elysian Chronicles, whatever the fuck how you say that name, Bullet Witch. And if you haven't tried Cyberpunk 2077 because all the problems that it was having, it is now good to go, at least good enough to go. And I'm enjoying it.
Yo, Thrash, you trigger Persona, right? When you mentioned Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah. I had to tame my Hulk in a Hulk.
A vein popped in his head, and I ain't even joking.
Hey, I was the first one to be pissed off about that game, man. Trust me on that. But,
because you know what it is? Because people were trying to say that this studio was better than Naughty. Okay, let's move on. Bari, Thrash broke the rules. Like he cemented it.
The rules.
He broke the rules.
He dropped like 5 games.
Hey, facts. I love it, man. The man is out here gaming, man. I love it. Bari, man, give us your spotlight, man. And are you gonna break the rules?
Hey, I'm definitely breaking. And listen, I ain't gonna break the rules like Thrash. I can't match Thrash today, but I am gonna break the rules because we are on the same wavelength when it comes to one of the games I'm gonna be spotlighting. But the first one I'm spotlighting, Persona, is a game I've been talking about for like 2 years now. Been talking about this game left and right, giving little nuggets here and there. But Grand Blue Fantasy Relink,
Yes, sir.
is my spotlight game for this week.
Yes.
And the reason why I'm spotlighting this game once again, because guys, you're gonna hear it. You're hearing it first here. That news, that trailer, that release date, that event is coming soon. And oh my goodness, listen, don't get it twisted. This summer is gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Look, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is like it's a 3D version of Grand Blue Fantasy. If you guys don't know, Grand Blue Fantasy is a mobile game that anybody can play. You know, they made it much better now, where you can actually play it, you know, in semi kind of English and all that stuff for the game. But it's one of those, you know, kind of gotcha games. You know, it's an RPG for sure. But they also made a fighting game, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Dope ass game. Love the game. People laugh at me when I talk about it, but I really do love that game. But this is going to be pretty much telling all the events that happen in Grand Blue, just in like a action RPG, you know, fully 3D rendered game. You know what I mean? So you're going to have a whole bunch of characters that you can play as, and also the game. I think when you actually complete the game, I mean, you can always do like the co-op whenever, but this is a 4-player co-op game, so you're gonna be running through dungeons, taking on all these beasts and all that stuff in the game, and it is definitely gonna be a dope event, man. Just playing as everybody in the Skyfarer, you know, crew, you know, as Grand, Catalina, you know, Rosalina, everybody's going to be fire in the game. And my man Lancelot, Percival, Siegfried is going to be in there as well, a very, very popular character. All of them is going to be playable in the game, and we all can do it in co-op, 4-player co-op. So yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is definitely going to be my spotlight game, and I can't wait for it. It's coming out for PS5, PS4, and PC. All right, and that's coming very, very soon. Trust me when I say this, it's coming very, very soon. The next game, you know, we're gonna break the rules. Shout out to my man Thrash, you know what I mean? Because yeah, we got to talk about EVO and Chronicles Rising.
Yes, sir.
Oh, game. Don't get it twisted. This is old school, nostalgic feeling game. The beginning is very slow. You know what I mean? It's building that setup. It's setting up everything for it. But this is an action RPG where it's the prelude to the or the prequel to EVO and Chronicles that's coming out next year. That is the turn-based RPG. But yeah, man, like once you start unlocking some of these characters in the game, or you know, the set characters that you unlock in the game, the combat becomes much, much better as you switch characters and do all your special, you know, traits or your special skills while you're doing some stuff. You can do some crazy, like dope little combos in the game. But yeah, I've been enjoying it ever since everything started to open up and whatnot. It's definitely have that old school feeling, man. You in this town, you're setting up the town, you're doing little side missions here for the NPCs and all that stuff. You know, the classic RPG stuff, but it's just more in the action, you know, RPG type of battle system. But I'm liking it so far. It's really, really cool. And yeah, those are my 2 spotlight games, man, for this week.
Oh, we breaking the rules, man. Shout out to Thrash and Bari, man. Those are great games. So for me, man, my spotlight games for this week. Listen, this game, I seriously want y'all to really check this game out, man. I mean it. It really is a great game with some awesome music. Obviously, I'm talking about Soundfall. I'm gonna have some gameplay playing in the background. Listen, Soundfall is a twin stick, so it's a twin stick rhythm shooter based game, right? And the premise of the game is you play it. You start off because there's about 4 or 5 characters that you can choose to play as, but you start off as the main character, Melody, and you get sucked into this musical world called Symphonia. And so obviously she's trying to get home, but at the same time, Symphonia is in peril because the music in Symphonia is offbeat because of the Discordians. The Discordians are these like pinkish enemies that you see on the screen. they pretty much are disrupting the natural flow of music in Symphonia. So your job is to kind of eliminate them and eliminate the queen and all this other stuff while still trying to get home. On your journey, you come across new characters that were also sucked into the world with you, that you find on your journey. And the way the combat is like I said, it's a twin stick shooter, but you have to go on beat. So every level has its own type of music, and it's actual real music. Like I've looked at some of these songs on Apple. Like I downloaded a lot of these songs on Apple Music, and when it comes to the music, the music is so good, man. It's just so good in this game, and you have to go on beat with the music in the metrotone. What's it called? Metrotone? Yeah, metrotone. If you don't go on beat, your weapons won't be as strong. So if your weapons aren't as strong, you're not going to do as much damage. You're going to get washed. Also, if you look at the bottom left of your screen, you'll see like this little like chain. As the chain counter goes up, and the way that you make the chain counter go up is by successfully going with the beat of the music when using your weapons. As you go with the chain goes higher. That's also it acts as also a score multiplier, but it's also a damage buff as well, where you'll do more and more damage, right? Listen, this game is so fun. It's very chill, right? This platinum is also hard as hell, because if you're playing on the harder difficulties, which I haven't even unlocked yet, like you got to play on like master, intensifying difficulty and all this other stuff. The game is fun, right? I think it's one of those things where I bought this game because I looked at the trailer on PlayStation and I seen it and I was like, oh shit, this looks kind of cool. Like let me pick this up. And I was addicted, right? So check this game out, guys. It's a really cool game. It's also got really cool RPG elements as well, because through the world and through play, you'll also get new weapons with like different types of modifiers and different types of abilities on them. You'll also get new gear to make you stronger, and different types of status effects that you could add on an enemy. So for example, one of the swords that I got in the game later in the game was a flame sword. And so what the flame sword does is when you swipe somebody with the sword, and it flicks burn, and it does like 8 ticks of burn is 8 beats of burn, right? And it'll burn them. Bari, they also got a nice sword where it also inflicts slow. I know you love ice. So you know, it's got a lot of cool things in the game, man. It's also 4-player co-op, so you can play up to 4 players at once and go through the world and play stuff. So listen, Soundfall, it's a cool game. It's about $20. It's made by Drastic Games. That's the development team. And like I said, man, you see the gameplay on the screen. It's a really cool game, man. I really want you guys to check this out. So Soundfall, that's the first game. And then the second game, you guys know. You see the gameplay. You see Nightwing dropping down onto the building. You know what the second spotlight game is? It's Gotham Knights. Day 1. Right? Batgirl, Nightwing, don't touch my characters. Listen, if we playing and you try to pick those characters, you get kicked out. There is no playing as Batgirl or Nightwing. You understand? You can play as Red Hood, you can play as Robin, but no. Right? They released some new gameplay, which we'll talk about later, so I'm not going to get too deep into it. But listen, I know a lot of people are talking hella crazy this week about this game. Oh, it doesn't look that good. Listen, we're going to talk about it later, but Gotham Knights is definitely a game that...
Persona, the animations.
Oh, that man put some heavy lisp on that.
Animations.
Hey, yo, listen, Gotham Knights is a fire game. I'm excited for this. It's already pre-ordered. I doubled it. I got the pre-order and I got the collector's edition, which again, we're going to talk about all that later. I can't wait for this game, man. It's day one. I'm excited. So those are the spotlights. Those are my spotlights for this week, guys. Pretty good spotlights, man. Trophies for everybody. Right? Let me get these super chats and we get into the news. Yo, John Donuts, appreciate you for the 10. I always get the symbols. I think that's euros or pounds. I forget. He says, shout out to the most chill PlayStation podcast on the web. We appreciate you, John. Thank you for rocking out with us, man. And then shout out to Strictly Gaming. He says, you all play Starfield this weekend?
Oh,
LOL, just kidding. Happy Saturday, dope people. Yo, appreciate you, Thrash, man. I mean, Strick. Appreciate you, Strick. Strictly. And then shout out to Forget Me Not. They say, yo, what's good, WUPS? Y'all catch that Thor versus Vegeta death battle?
Yes,
Finally did
sir!
my man justice. I think Thor won that, yeah, right?
Yeah, no, you don't think. Don't talk about you think. Okay? You know who won that. Talking about, I think Thor. No, you know.
I mean, if it was Thor versus, I feel like if it was Thor versus Goku, that'd be different.
Yo, who won between Broly and Hulk Persona?
I think it was Broly, or was it Hulk?
No, you don't think. You
That's
know.
because it's good. That's because it's garbage, bro. Like that, they don't. Nah, listen. Hulk is the strongest in the universe. You understand? Hulk is always gonna do his thing. I don't want to hear none of that. Man.
They always find a reason to make my boy Vegeta look bad, man.
Yo, for real, bro. Like, come on.
Now, Vegeta held his own though. He held his own, but Thor just can, got more endurance. Pretty much.
Like that. Vegeta got that receding hairline. He wears it with no issues. That man is powerful.
Hey,
period.
Like real talk, like Ultra Ego Vegeta is OP as hell, but he can't keep the form long. Where Thor, he can go into madness, warrior madness, and be fighting all goddamn day. Thor fought with like beings like for like 40 days, 40 nights. Vegeta can't handle that.
How many kids do Thor got?
Oh, he got kids. Like 2, I think. No, that might be his nieces. I don't think it's his kids.
See, he ain't got no children. Vegeta got to deal with that shit. That's a superpower within itself.
Facts. Talk to him, man. Oh man, I mean, listen, them death battles,
the stats and shit.
Them death battles, man. I stopped following that stuff, man, because
I get triggered. I get triggered over the facts.
Nah, it ain't facts, bro. It ain't facts, bro. Like.
It's the fact.
We gonna save that for a comics to movies run, because trust and believe, I want to have that conversation especially about Hulk versus Broly. Come on, man. You telling me Broly beating Hulk? Fuck out it. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Cut it out, bro.
He's mean Broly Broly could destroy like the whole universe if he wanted to.
And I keep telling you guys, Hulk is invincible. The man Hulk can survive in the vacuum of space. He doesn't need to breatve. He doesn't need to do anything.
We're talking about the universe.
It does not matter. Like, Hulk is invincible. All right, so the first news story. Hey, yo, listen. I'm so excited, man. EVO, PlayStation announced this week that EVO is back, baby. August 5th through the 7th in Las Vegas is coming back live in person. And there's more info on the site, man. Bari, how you feeling about this, man? You happy about this EVO?
Yeah, I'm excited about EVO, man. It's like one of my favorite weekends just to sit back, chill. You know what I mean? Tell everybody like, yo, man, I'm not doing shit this weekend. I'm going to just, have my little snacks here and there and just enjoy some fighting games, watching these high-leveled pro players, do their thing, but also looking forward to the announcements that come from it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I love the fact that it's back. This is going to be, it's not like online as well. So it's going to be like, everybody's coming back. You can play people offline now, which hinder the kind of experience of EVO. But yeah, man, I'm fully excited for this, man. I'm still contemplating if I should go or not either too. I don't know if it's too late to get a ticket, but we'll see. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for the announcement, man, because there's a lot of new fighting games coming out. Street Fighter 6, Project L, possible another Mortal Kombat. Even though I don't like Mortal Kombat, I still get excited for them announcing something new, new patch updates or, other games like, new seasons and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for EVO this year, man. And I'm seeing a lot of the tournaments that people are signing up for. And I'm seeing a lot, multiverses. I don't know if you have that in there. They're announced to be at EVO, and they're gonna have a huge prize pot too, where the top 32 players are going to get paid from the prize pot. So that's huge. I think it's like 100 and something K. I forgot. I think it's like 130 or 120K is the prize pot, and up to top 32 is getting paid for it. So we'll see something like that,
Christ.
When it comes to FGC, but it's growing. So this is going to be dope.
What you think, Thrash, about EVO? You follow that stuff?
Lightly. I follow it though. You know what I'm saying? I always like to see people get down, see the combos they come up with. see the see the comebacks and shit like that. So I watch the highlights and shit like that. I'm not really a super power Evo type of guy, but I definitely will watch it. You know what I'm saying? And I've always liked to watch, especially the highlights. I mean, since Daigo Perry, man, I've always tried to check out as many highlights as I can. Since watching that monstrosity create one of the best parry into a fucking death move while having 0 life. I mean, just shit like that is amazing. And watching gamers push shit like that, it's a sport, you know what I'm saying? Especially for gamers, you know what I'm saying? You really have to be good at games. I can't watch people on YouTube do let's plays and shit. I'm like, shit, I want to hear you be squealing and acting funny and shit. No, in Evo, you want some grown man shit. You want some, you know, this is gamer versus gamer. We are honing our skills. We are showing off new combos. We are picking our favorite characters, and some niggas will come with new characters. You know, I could watch that highlight reel just like I watch ESPN. But you know, I'm happy that it's coming back because it has been weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Doing that shit online. It doesn't even make sense to do it online. So
it made sense, but trust me, a lot of people complain when it comes to online. Whew, if you do a tournament online, just be aware that you're gonna get a lot of complaints too. I mean, money.
Even if it's like 1-for-1, no issues ever, somebody's gonna feel like they lost because of that. You know what I'm saying? It can be all type of shit because it's online. But if it's there, native, you can smell somebody's breath. Oh, nigga, it's going down.
We've been there, yo. We seen a lot of grand finals. That jump be running smooth on our end, but people like, yeah, I lost that because of lag. I'm like, oh,
there's no lag on my end, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's always a good thing, Evo and those types of things. I remember I never been to an Evo, but I have gone to the Capcom Pro Tours, and those are just like being around like-minded gamers, and like, you know, I love fighting games, the FGC community, and I love watching that stuff as well. And actually being there, it's amazing, man. The energy. I remember the very last one that I went to, I think back in 2017, where it was what's the birdie player? I forgot his name.
Mena.
Yeah, Mena. Hey, yo, listen, I was in the crowd. Every time it was like a little quiet, I was go, Mena. I was so hyped, bro, when he was like doing this thing, bro. It was great. It was great, man. So I definitely I'm glad to see it back in person. I know that's very important for the fighters, for the community, for everybody, man. It's just great to congregate and get together like that. So, yeah, I love it. I'm excited. I probably wouldn't go this year, but next year for sure. I would definitely go.
This 100%. Year, if you enjoy fighting games, I'll say this year don't miss it, or just wait for like the top 8 stuff and whatnot. But there's gonna be a lot of announcements this year, yo. Yeah, because there's a lot of new fighting game, a lot of new content that's coming out. So
yeah. Shout out to Evo. Shout out to PlayStation, man. Buying that and keeping that alive.
Are you gonna talk about the Gotham Knights demo?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So I ain't gonna say nothing. 'Cause I'm watching the demo gameplay. I'm just like, yo, brother, you can't. Let me shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, we gonna trust me, we gonna have that conversation, because I can't wait to hear what you and Thresh got to say.
I'm like, yo, you see Explosive on the, you know, all
right. Yo. All right, man. So that's Evo talk. Listen, PlayStation released their financials report this week, and boy, oh boy, it's been magical on the internet, social media. You understand? We're gonna talk about that specific thing with the whole day and date thing. That's the topic. So kind of keep that to the side. Just keep that in the back of your brain for later. I want to talk about the chip shortage and PlayStation's plan for that, right? So shout out to Genki, man. He has been transcribing a lot of this stuff all week, man. So big shout out to Genki. And so Genki, he essentially what PlayStation is saying that they are going to be set. They project to sell 18 million console PS5s within the next fiscal year, which was up from last year's 11.5. The Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki, on measures to counter the production issues and shortages, he says we have changed our source of procurement and also changed our design, right? So the new design model.
Totoki.
Yes,
You said Toroki.
No, I didn't. I said Totoki. Play it back.
Oh, all right.
Play it back. I said to Toki.
Play it back.
Run that back. I definitely said to Toki.
It sounded like he was rhyming. He said Hiroki Taroki.
So he says and then so the new model is going to be CFI 1200, and Hiroki Totoki says about the parts procurement. We think that the I need that as a soundbite, Bari. I need you to give me that as a soundbite. He says we think that to quite an extent. Well, last fiscal year compared to the second half, I think in different areas, for example, we have changed our source of procurement and also changed our design, amongst others. So we have been capable of coping. So for the parts procurement, I think we have a good outlook. And then, so pretty much Sony is saying essentially that the way they had the new CFI 1200 is going to be much easier to design for. It's a revised model, so it's going to be easier. So this is why their projections for the next fiscal year are so high, despite the chip shortage still being something that's a bit of an issue within the global scheme of things. But Thrash, starting with you, man. Who
that dude in the Trek to Yomi profile pic?
Where? Oh, you funny, bro. You funny, man. Oh, you hilarious. You hilarious. You a hilarious guy, bro. Hey, yo, you a hilarious guy.
You switched up. Why you didn't tell nobody you switched up?
You a hilarious guy, brother. He talk about my profile pic on Twitter. I changed it to me in the black and white scheme.
Yeah, I seen it.
But Thrash, man, we're gonna start with you, man. New PS5 model. PlayStation is talking about 18 million in the next fiscal year. Are we about to see PlayStation run away with the lead when it comes to next-gen console sales?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, let's be honest, right? I mean, Xbox fans were celebrating winning a couple of weeks or a few weeks by 2,000 or some shit like that, right? 2,000, 10,000, never a million, right? And people thought that, okay, people were buying Xboxes because there wasn't no PlayStations. In reality, Xbox sells that much regardless, right? That's those people who bought those Xboxes wanted a fucking Xbox. People are still waiting for their PlayStations, man. I got multiple people talking to me like, nigga, how you get your wife a PlayStation for her birthday? I'm like, nigga, I had to twist arms and break necks for that. And imagine when it comes to the point to where you don't got to twist arms and break necks. Most gamers are not going to be are going to be too lazy to go out and buy, PlayStations or try to search for PlayStations and do all that. These niggas ain't got time for that no more. On top of all the parents who want to buy their kids, because PlayStation is the in thing. You know what I'm saying? It's even worse than what it was with the PS4. So I believe they're going to run away with it simply because the hype for the system is bigger for the casuals than it ever has been, that I've ever seen, at least, for the PlayStation. It's that PlayStation 2, but, that's how, that's the PlayStation 2. But, I mean, even my wife wanted she didn't want a PS4 for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? I've been with her for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've known her for 20, but we've been together for 6 years. Been married for 1. She wanted a Switch, she got a Switch. You know what I'm saying? She never asked for a PlayStation. This girl asked for a PlayStation 5 because she wants to play against her cousin in PlayStation 5 and her homegirl in PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? So there are people who don't even know what a PlayStation 5, or even a fan of a PlayStation 5 wants a PlayStation 5 because it's just that in thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And they've reached that. I believe they'll probably bust through that. If they got the supply, they have the demand. So if they got that supply to feed that demand, they can go 20 million, I think, and just get to that in this year if they have the supply to do so. Simply because you're gonna have your people pirating it, but if it's so much that everybody can still just get one, it's gonna be sold the fuck out. Period. And
well, that's the funny thing.
I think they'll easily make that number, and I think they know it. So that's what it is.
I agree as well. And the reason why I agree is because, when you look at games like Horizon, Forbidden West, GT, Miles Morales, right? Those games still have tremendous legs within the grand scheme of things of sales. But then, when you factor in God of War, Final Fantasy XVI, Forspoken, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, and the other slew of games that PlayStation has in their arsenal coming, later down the line, KOTOR. You are gonna want that that PS5 is gonna be in and out like a revolving door when it comes to the stock. So I definitely think that 18 million is most definitely doable if they could keep that supply up. Bari, what's your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this, man, because I know when it came to the PlayStation 4, they kind of had like a revised PlayStation 4 as well. And it was like a soft release where it didn't really make a big news about it, but it was like a new little hardware stuff or whatever that was inside of the PlayStation 4 to make it cheaper to produce or whatnot. So yeah, I'm not too surprised by seeing stuff like this. This is just like the norm when it comes to these consoles. But yeah, I do think the PlayStation 5, once they get that demand up, because I'm guessing this is gonna help with that. Once they get the supplies to get the, meet the demand, yeah, they're gonna be selling like crazy because the demand is higher than the supply right now with the console. They can barely keep it in the store. When PlayStation come out saying that they sold 19 point whatever million sold through, people always say, "Oh no, it's shipped." Okay, let me know a PlayStation 5 that's in the store.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because they're trying to say shit to undermine. Like at the end of the day, that's still a sell for a PlayStation because that's what they do. They manufacture that sell to stores or whatnot. But when they saying sell through, that's like to consumers. Yeah, and their consoles are selling through to consumers because they're not in the goddamn store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Big facts.
That's a
I don't
fact.
know why people try to use that as like to undermine what they're doing over there. But yeah, they're selling out every time they get a console in the stores. But yeah, man, I think they're gonna, if they can meet the demand or they can get the supplies, yeah, they're gonna definitely meet the demand and this console's gonna sell. Like Thrash brought up a good point when it comes to PlayStation 5 and its popularity, that you see a whole bunch of memes being created when it comes to PlayStation 5.
Me on the PS5.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of TikToks and all that stuff, where people's making the videos like, are you choosing me or the PS5 and all that as well. But yeah, man, those stuff bring a lot of eyes to the console and a lot of hype towards it. And not only that, the games are looking immaculate as well. You know what I mean? Everything that PlayStation has, announced or marketed when it comes to PlayStation 5, they're delivering with the games aspect. So yeah, obviously people are going to want it, but hopefully they can meet it. Let's see what this new revision can do, and wishing them the best with that.
Yo, big facts, big facts. Yo, shout out to the super chats. Yo, SIE man, appreciate you for the $10 super chat. He ain't say nothing. He just he always says, "Hey man, this is my support. I don't need to say nothing." Appreciate you, SIE. Stony 916, appreciate you. They say, "What's good, WUPS? Hit that like button, chat. Appreciate what you guys do, not just for the PlayStation community, but for the gaming community." Thank you, Stony. We really, honestly, truly appreciate that. Thank you. And then Pastor Joe's towel. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, "Love how Thrash keeps it real. Thrash is like a necessary anti-hero in the gaming community." Absolutely. Thrash
They
is
say,
always
yo,
gonna keep an
Thrash
eye.
is Venom. We
Yo,
are
facts.
Venom.
Yo, facts. Yo, facts. Definitely got it. Definitely good for that. Listen, Bari, man, let's talk for a second. Right? Because
what happened?
you know, Mr. Final Fantasy 16 is coming out in 2022, right? So listen, Bari might he got a half a bouquet right now, so he got six of his flowers. We still need to get that confirmation, right? But Final Fantasy's 35th anniversary news is coming soon, says Square Enix, and so the plans for Square Enix upcoming 35th anniversary will be revealed soon. The publisher Square Enix has revealed in his latest earnings call, and according to the summary, an analyst investor advised based in Japan, Square Enix will launch several new games this year, but its main plans are largely focused on Final Fantasy, which is by far its most prolific franchise. To that end, the publisher will reveal details on the Final Fantasy 35th anniversary plans at some point this month or in June, so we won't have long to wait. Bari. They want to release a lot of games, but their most prolific franchise is Final Fantasy, and that is their largest focus. Are we getting, like, for the final time, is Final Fantasy 16 coming out this year, brother?
Listen, I told you guys, I put the video out there. I said it in the spaces. I said it in my tweets. I put out a prediction release date. Final Fantasy 16 is coming out this year, either late, super late November or early December. You guys don't want to believe me because I'm listening to my man Yoshi P. I'm listening to the developers, the producers, the directors. You know what I mean? And then listening to the words that they are telling me since last year. You know, during TGS time. Before that, I'm just putting things together like it's Lego blocks. You know what I mean? And we building this magical piece out of these Lego blocks, which is Final Fantasy 16. And you guys don't want to listen to me. You guys don't want to listen to me. Everybody, you know, 2 weeks ago was like, no, Jay Bari, no, Now when the news come out, Audrey come out and say what she got to say. Now the reports is coming out and they say, I always guys, I always thought that Final Fantasy, it makes sense, right? It makes sense, right? When I was saying it because I got a lisp, you guys were like, oh no, you full of shit, Jay Bari. But now everybody else is saying it. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Listen, this is a big year. Final Fantasy 35, 35th anniversary, big year. We already knew that already. So, and Yoshinori Kitase, he came out and said that, 7 Remake Part 2 news is going to be coming soon as well. He's going to try to deliver that this year. Yoshi P from last year, TGS, told you guys, we went over this many times saying that the next time we show Final Fantasy 16, we want people to say, when can I buy that game? When is it coming out? And he can say, here it is. Go and get it. And when I brought that up, everybody said, wait, it doesn't make sense. Who cares? It makes sense to Square Enix, like I said before. It doesn't matter if they're dropping this game and this game and this game in the year. They want to make the money. They want to have a good financial year. So next year, they can be like, look what we did. And every time I say this stuff, you guys are like, no, my Jay Bari! Final Fantasy 16 is definitely coming out 2022. That's it.
Hey,
my bad, Rash.
Hey yo, brother. Hey yo,
I ain't even
brother.
put Rash through that.
Hey yo, real talk. You made me a believer that shit coming out 2020.
I'm like, he's saying all this. He think this shit coming out this year? Oh, okay. I'll just let him talk.
Oh shit. Okay. Yo, Thrash, man, talk to us, bro. You think Final Fantasy 16 coming out this year, 2022, man?
Ain't no way. I thought Final Fantasy Versus 13 was going to come out around the time 13 was out, and it turned into 15. Like, it skipped 14. Look, I want it to come out. All gamers do. I'm an RPG fanboy. You know what I'm saying? I love me some RPGs. And Final Fantasy 16 looks fantastic from what we've seen. And they do have gameplay of it already, which is fantastic. Just like they had gameplay for Final Fantasy Versus 13, they look nothing like the game that came out. But I just don't believe they're going to come out this year. I think they got Forspoken already. I don't think they want to clash with it. I think it will come out next year. I can't say when, probably around the same time Final Fantasy Remake came out, which was like early spring or some shit of that year that it came out. I see it coming out next year. I don't see them trying to attack their own franchise in Forspoken this year, unless it comes out sooner than Forspoken, but we have heard nothing about that. We got a date for Forspoken, but don't have a date for Final Fantasy at all. I just don't believe it coming out. I don't. I'm willing to bet. I bet if it come out this year, I'll buy it for you, my nigga. I ain't even trip. If it come out this year, I'll buy it for you.
At the end of the day, don't get it twisted. Like, I respect everybody's opinions because, there's a lot of good case scenarios as far as the game coming out in 2023. I'm not tripping about that, but I just strongly believe it's coming out in 2022 because, like, Yoshi P, I don't think he wants to let down people.
He definitely doesn't.
With the game.
Yeah, he definitely don't want to let people down, and you could definitely tell that he's very passionate. Because even on his last stream with the near stream where they were asking him about that, man, I know he was like, on his face, I could tell he really wants to talk about this so bad. He wants to share the game with the world. And he's been talking about how hard the team has been working tirelessly to get this up to snuff, and get the graphics and everything on point. He wants to share this. It's Square,
They
man.
crunching.
Square.
They crunching
Yeah,
out
they
there.
crunching. They crunching heavy. Square. It's Square, bruh. Square is what's really holding it up. And I think it's because Square got specific shit. But this my thing. You know, they said spring. And I'm like, yo, man, like, we almost at the end of May already, bro. Like, we're already at the halfway point of May. Like come on, man. like, come on, guys. Like,
Yeah, so if they announce something June 20th or 19th, they still lived up to their promise as far as spring.
Technically, yes, but that's bullshit. Technically, yes, but for me personally, that's bullshit. You feel me? Because I was thinking April or May, if they. So personally speaking, but you know, as long as we get something, we get something. But I'd call bullshit on that if they did that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, come on, guys, you might as well should have just said wait till E3. At that point, you might as well have said wait till E3. You know, I would have respected that better than spring. Oh,
but
well,
it's still spring. It's still spring.
Nah, bro. Listen, no. Yes, but no. Listen, I love your Square, but no.
There's no. There's no. There's no.
No. There's a no. No.
That's like you say somebody say the game is coming out in fall, but if the game come out December. When does winter begin? December 21st.
Yes.
That's winter.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Listen, December.
If the game come out December,
Winter. No. Winter begins when Thanksgiving comes around. Okay, in my mind. Okay, I don't want to hear that, bro. That's when winter begins. I understand that, but it's just like, bro, like, come on. If they did it, so you telling me if they did it the day before the day of the last day of spring, you gonna be happy with that long of a wait?
I'm not saying I'll be happy with it, but
that's what I'm saying.
Their promise. Like, you can't say they're right, but then they're wrong. They were right. That's the fact.
I think, nigga, Final Fantasy and God of War ain't coming out this year.
Don't say that. Come on, Thrash. Don't say that, brother. Come on.
I'm a realist.
Thrash, send me your coordinates right now so I can kick you in your shit, please.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to live with it right now, man.
Yo, listen, on the store,
I might be wrong.
On the PlayStation store,
it's coming out this year.
On the PlayStation store, it say God of War release 2022. Some of these, some of the big wigs are saying 2022 and all this other shit. I got no choice but to believe that until otherwise.
You know why I'm going to say it's going to come out 2022? Because typically PlayStation, if they're delaying a game, they're going to let you know outright. You know what I mean? They let you know early with Horizon, with
they let us know like 8 months like what was it, like 6 months earlier, but before
they didn't even have no dates or nothing. It was like, nope, this is getting pushed to 2022.
You know what game they didn't let you know? God of War. God of War was a 2021 game.
No, they did let us know though. They let us know. They let us know.
They let you know.
Yeah, they let us know.
Remember, Cory Barlog came out and it was like, yeah, it was my fault that the game got delayed or pushed out to 2022. What the reason it was.
The guy who actor said his back got hurt. He's the reason why
he had to go to surgery.
Yeah, but when they announced God of War 2021 in like September of 2020. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't heard until like the middle of fucking 2021 to know some shit. They didn't show no gameplay, no nothing. They showed that circle being drawn in blue. And now what we have is one singular trailer.
With gameplay though,
come out this year.
With gameplay, they got gameplay.
They introduced God of War with gameplay.
Yeah, with gameplay.
The first introduction was a whole like demo.
The very first, it was a whole 8 minutes or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got gameplay, sure, but look how much gameplay we got for Ratchet and Clank. Look how much gameplay we got for Horizon. We're tired of seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look how much gameplay we got for Deathloop. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You said for who? For
Deathloop. Deathloop.
For Deathloop. I mean, same thing. Yeah. I mean, that's an Xbox game. They don't even like to show trailers, apparently. And
Forte has a good point in the chat too. Like, I believe that if we don't see no trailer or announcement this month, I think the game is going to be delayed to 2023. Like,
I'll give it till June. Yeah, I give it till June. Like, we don't get anything in June.
They have state of play. There's no time limit or anything. They can do state of play whenever the fuck they want to do it. So if they had trailers lined, if they're trying to sell it this year, We got plenty of trailers for games coming out in November, October already. Why aren't we showing God of War? It's been quiet.
Well,
Right?
I think
that's
also
the thing. It's fucking been quiet.
I think it's
You know,
also one of those things where it's probably well, not probably, I do think there is going to be a dedicated state of play where they announce, like, collector's edition and all this other stuff as well, kind of like what they did with Horizon, but
Forspoken too.
yeah, Forspoken as well. But I think if we don't get anything pertaining to God of War by the end of June, or by around that Summer Game Fest time, where either PlayStation does their own thing or they let Keighley give the announcement or whatever the case may be, I do think that 2022 is off the table. Yeah, it's off the table.
When is Keighley joint? When is Keighley? That's
June 9th.
8th?
The 9th.
9th?
The 9th?
Yeah, the 9th.
Okay. So I lean towards early June if we don't get no news. Yeah, I'm with Persona on that. Early June if we don't get no news.
If Sony doesn't speak about, if the next thing that Sony does isn't about God of War, it's delayed. I don't give a fuck what date it is.
But why?
If they show something different tomorrow, if they have a state of play and they announce that shit and they don't got shit to do with motherfucking God of War, that shit delayed.
But see, my thing is this though. Why all the semantics? Like, PlayStation's not with all the semantics bullshit. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards it is still coming out this year, because I don't really see I don't really see PlayStation playing with people's emotions like that. Like, oh, let's not give them no date, let's not give them no information, and then just come out and delay it. Like, I don't see that's not PlayStation's MO.
Game. The first game we didn't get an announcement for until the Game Informer in June, bruh. I mean, in January.
But that was because PlayStation and Game Informer, they had a deal where they was going to do the expose. Game Informer was going to do the expose.
Yeah, but I'm saying
and show off everything.
The release date was. Remember, people went to that state of not the state of play of the PlayStation experience. My man was like, the dog ate it. Like they was doing a whole bunch of BS back then with this game, the first game.
True, but I don't know, man. I just don't see that. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, even if, and this is why it's kind of like a double-edged sword with me, where I'm like, even if they were to announce it in like June or July or even August, right? Even if they say, all right, so we do a state of play in August for a game that releases in November, right, or December, like, or let's just say November, just for shits and giggles. That's still three solid months of marketing and people being able to pre-order collector's editions and do all that other stuff. I think PlayStation is really trying to prepare this to make sure that they can kind of do everything at once, right? Special edition plates, collector's editions, substantial gameplay, and again, what Cory Barlog said with, yo man, they're tightening the graphics up on level 3 and all this other shit, and all of these big wigs. It's not like fly by night. Like, these are people that are like the leads of entire teams that Sony Santa Monica is saying 2022, 2022, 2022. Now, obviously, the official Twitter has not said that, but I mean,
yeah, the devs are saying that.
Yeah,
the devs themselves.
No, not even just the devs, Barry. The leads, the directors, the heads of shit,
combat directors.
Yeah, like the heads of shit saying this stuff. Not just like develop the devs, the heads of these teams.
Let's get this right though, Persona. Let's get this right. Only with this game they can do this bullshit. As far as like, oh, we can market for 3 months and people will buy it. No other game, because God of War is such a big game like that. Because in my personal opinion, if they do that with any other game, that's just bad. That's just a bad precedent. That's just bad.
But I think they know that. That's why they're dragging their feet a little bit, because they know that people are fiending for God of War, right? Like real talk. People are fiending for like this. This is the most anticipated. Like, I love Elden Ring, blah blah. Whatever. God of War Ragnarok is the most anticipated game of this year. It is, and people are fiending for this game. Go ahead, Thrash.
No, I agree, but we talked about it that investors meeting, right? You got to look at it from a business standpoint as well. Right now, they have constraints, and they're fixing that constraint, right? Or is that constraint fixed already? Obviously, it's not, because we ain't got no, people saying we got a grip of these PlayStations coming in, right? Mm-hmm. So when I believe that they're holding out to make sure that they have that fucking constraint taken care of, or at least they know that they have large shipments going out, they might delay it just because of the limited amount of PlayStation 5s out there.
But why do that when this game is cross-gen?
Maybe they already planning on having 18 million sold, so they're within this fiscal year. So they got to have it come out within this fiscal year to make that number anyway. But they also got to have these consoles being built and made at that same time. I think when they come out with that wave, or when they know, not even when they come out with it, when they know they have that wave set and ready to go, everything's unlocked. That's when they'll probably do it.
But Thrash, my question is why do that when this game is releasing on PS4 and PS5? So for the 18 million PS4s that's out there.
At the end of the day, this is the last game for PS4 and PS5. I believe it's the last game.
Yeah, it should be. Hopefully it is.
Yeah, and this is a system seller. They're not gonna. Is PS5 gonna have another system seller? Are they gonna have God of War 6 in the PS? What are they gonna have as a system seller after the fact? After God of War come out, Spider-Man. We're gonna have Spider-Man and Wolverine if that turns out great. But God of War is also one of the most iconic games ever made, especially now that they have this new remake, and it's an iconic system, definite system seller, definitely. Maybe they want to wait to have that shit hit hard.
But
and
you see the recent news. There's recent news that they're in the UK. Horizon is now getting these bundles. You know, the game is being bundled with the console. Maybe that's what they. Yeah, you probably lean towards something, right? Yeah, that they're waiting for.
They could be shells as well. They might come with God of War shell. I mean, it's just all kind of shit they could probably do.
I mean, from a sales perspective, that would definitely
claim, to be honest, but
that would definitely work in terms of like
they should be coming out with their shells like for a minute.
Yeah. It's going to have a lot of people that'll probably jump from PS4 to PS5, especially if they show the game off and the game looks amazing, and and it's running on PS5. And someone sees that and says, "Oh my God, yo, I gotta get a PS5. I can't play this on my PS4, right?" And then they say, "Oh well, we've got this bundle of PS5 with God of War right here, for $560 for $550. Here you go." I mean, and then around closer to holiday time, they'll make a killing, especially since Breath of the Wild 2 is not coming out this year, even though Pokemon is still going to kill it.
My thing is that, like, when it comes to PlayStation marketing their games, I felt like Horizon Forbidden West is like the perfect example on how to market a game. They was slow dripping stuff. They had a state of play. They kept on putting out these gameplay videos showcasing like, yo, look how good this is looking. Look what we're doing. God of War, they haven't been doing that. Regardless, I feel like God of War is like one of those games that they can be like, okay, this game is coming out in September, boom, boom, and people will be like, oh, God of War. People will know because they anticipating that game.
Yeah.
But I just want PlayStation to market games like how they were doing Horizon. I think that's like the perfect way to market.
Yeah, and they haven't been doing it for God of War. Like I said, we only got one.
Which is strange.
Trailer.
It is kind of strange, especially because this is the biggest game. Yeah. Hey yo, man, we've been on this. Yo, we got to add that. That's part of the news. We just talked about it, but shout out to we got a lot of super chats. Let me get through these.
Yo, shout out to y'all with the super chats,
with
man.
The super dupers. Yes, sir. Yo, Gamer Forte, appreciate you for the super chat. It says, "Oh shoot, you broke the code. We don't talk about other platforms on WUPS. Keep up the great work always. Respect the opinions of real gamers." Yo, Forte, appreciate you.
Yo, Thrash, you're taking the blame on that one.
Take the blame.
That's my fault. My bad.
Hatsuma, appreciate you for the super chat. It says, "I think Final Fantasy XVI is this year. Sony's doing a lot to procure components and consoles for the holiday. I think this holiday is about to be a bloodbath. We'll see. We'll see. Listen, if they're setting shit up for the holiday, we should start seeing stuff this summer. Like right now in the summertime, we should start seeing these announcements and confirmations." Yo, True Virgil, appreciate you for the super. Says they be hating on Bari's hissing capabilities.
Yes, sir. You know the vibes.
Oh man. Hey yo, shout out to
Ayo Hisson had a lisp to it, but they like,
yo, listen, they don't come with the best lists for no reason. You know,
that lisp is strong.
Sometimes I exaggerate it. Sometimes it's natural.
The lisp is strong with the young grasshopper. Yo, Viper Reaps, appreciate you for the $20 super chat. He says, "I believe God of War and Final Fantasy XVI are dropping within 2 months of each other. I'll put a giveaway on that." Hey, yo, hey.
Ash, what up? Huh?
Hey, yo.
Don't back down now.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. If God of War and Final Fantasy 16 drop within 2 months of each other this year, I'll do a big boy giveaway. I'll do a big boy giveaway on the WUPS channel.
Hey, yo, listen, record it. Screen record it. Timestamp it.
Oh, I'm a man of my word. You know that. Hey, yo,
man, listen, I'm more about just having the audio. You know what I mean? Than the whole giveaway stuff. But
Hey yo, Muck45, appreciate you for the super chat. Says, hey, listen, Gal don't need no hype. If they come out July 20 and say it's coming out 20 out the 25th, it's going to sell. Hey yo, Muck got a point. Muck got a point.
I'm saying it's one of those games.
They can announce today, like, yo, God of War Ragnarok will be dropping next Friday. It's sold out. It's sold out, bro. That's true.
People's gonna know. People's gonna know.
Yeah,
but they're waiting for it.
People are gonna know. And then shout out to Oolong T Gaming with the big 50 super chat out.
That's magenta.
Hey yo, he says, I don't think Final Fantasy 16 will be this year because of Forspoken, but we may get Gal for the holiday season. We'll see. There's a lot of hoping. I hope so.
Yeah.
I get that point from a lot of people as well, but I just look at it how Square Enix would release games. Like Square Enix, they're also releasing stuff like Valkyrie Elysium, Diafield Chronicles, and stuff like that. On top of
you can't forget about
they
those
already
games.
released Triangle Strategy, Babylon. I'm telling you, how Square Enix work when it comes to releases. Yeah, they wanna get certain games in that like my man Stick is saying, that fiscal year. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see. We'll see. All right, man. Let's get back to it, man. So, just sticking on the topic of Square real quick. So, Square also revealed their plans for establishing new studios and acquiring others. So, during their financial call this week, we know that they sold off, Crystal Dynamics, EDOS, and Square Montreal for the $300 million. But a part of that, during their financial presentation, they revealed that the midterm business strategy initiative is to boost game development capabilities by establishing new studios through mergers and acquisitions. As spotted by Axios, the company also revealed that objectives behind divestitures is select overseas studios and IP. That is the reason why it sold off the 3 Western studios. It was to achieve sustained growth through selection and concentration of business sources, better aligning overseas publishing functions with organizations in Tokyo, and transform the group business portfolio. Bari, Thrash, this don't sound like PlayStation acquired. This is the front. This is the front. Listen, let me tell you, this is the front. Okay, it's all a front because they're just saying this right now. You know, we're operational. Everything is fine and dandy. Look, we just sold these companies off, man. Now we got free money. We can do some stuff that we want to do. Listen, it's gonna happen, man. Persona, listen, have faith, man. That's a bad faith assessment you just did there, Persona.
Yeah. I mean, what was the first thing they said? They said they're gonna buy studios through mergers
and acquisitions. To grow their studio.
Well, what if they do like a Bungie, merge with Sony, and then use that extra money they got from Sony to grow their side of Sony, or they probably think I'm getting bought. And I'm not. Look, the only time I'm happy about an acquisition is when an acquisition happens that will save a game or revive games that's not coming out. Like Konami. Konami needs to be bought by somebody just so we can have Metal Gear again, just so we can have Castlevania, just so we can have Silent Hill and all those classics. Fucking Bloody War. Games that otherwise won't come out, or at least won't come out at a higher quality. I believe Sony should buy them. But Square Enix, I mean, their games are coming to PlayStation anyway. You know what I'm saying? What's going to be the difference except saying that they're PlayStation games? I'd rather somebody get bought that needs to be bought. If Square needs to be bought, like if they're going to shut the fuck down, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, like I said, I agree. If it's saving a company, I definitely agree. I think Bungie even got saved from them this purchase with Sony because they were just getting dropped by all their publishers and all that shit. So. Yeah. Sony gave them a boost on their money. They're publishing their own games. And from here on out, it's up to Bungie to maintain their company, but they have the resources necessary to do so. So I'd rather it be that way. Other than that, fuck Square Enix now. No, I would be happy if Square Enix bought Sony, but still. Yeah. Hey, we already had this conversation, bro. Persona, the game, the Joker especially would destroy Cloud each and every fucking time. Y'all niggas know I'm a Persona fan more than a motherfucking Final Fantasy fan all day, every day. Tifa titties included.
Hey yo, this dude Thrash is coming up with some crazy ass scenarios. Talking about Joker will do this and do that. I'm like, yo,
Hey,
Cloud
Joker would just,
slash
they
him
won't even know Joker's around, bro. He'll just go into his mind and kill and just destroy his mind, have him finally have sex with Tifa for once, and then, he'll really lose his mind, and then it'll be game over for Cloud.
Cloud
You know what I'm
already got too many shit in his mind, man. Seth Roth in there.
I was gonna say, man, if Joker went into
and the whole squad would take those cats down. I'm taking all treasures.
Yo, real talk.
His treasure would probably be like a gray Mako or something. We taking that.
If Joker went into Cloud's mind, he might go crazy too, bro. Like, that ain't an easy mind. That ain't an easy mind to navigate, bro. Hey, yo, all right, man. That's enough Square talk. Let's keep it moving. So apparently, in Sega's investment call, where they, were talking about their earnings, which were up, thanks to more game sales. Sega is also saying that they are planning multiple remakes, remasters, and new games this year. Talk to me. Thrash. What is something? What is a remake or a remaster or a new game? Like, what is it that you would want to see from Square? I mean, from Sega.
Capcom. From Capcom, right? Oh
no,
Sega.
Sega.
Sega. Vector Man.
Oh damn. Okay.
What wasn't Vector Man made by them? No.
I think
Vector Man is the yellow dude. No, the little ball dude, right? Yeah.
The little ball dude. Nigga, give me some Vector Man, dog. He had some good. That was a good platformer right there. Platformer shooter right there. Give me that. Give me Altered Beast. You know what I'm saying? Give me Space Harrier. Do that first.
You go the old school shits.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you go remake. I don't want something that we already had. What I want, a Sonic? Fuck no, fuck Tails. Give me Space Harrier, bro. Give me some of y'all classics. That puts Sega on the map. Period. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? That RPG they got. Star something.
Fantasy Star.
Yeah, bring Fantasy Star back.
That's actually what I want.
I want to see all the old school. So I would rather see that old school shit get redone because it'd be better for my eyes as a remake. You know what I mean? It'd be better for the thoughts. If they're gonna remake fucking Resident Evil 4, I would be all over it. That's one of my favorites. But it's Resident Evil. You've been remaking Resident Evil for all this time. So I would rather see those games. I mean, I'm moving on to Capcom again.
Okay.
Using Capcom with him. I don't know why. I don't want to see no more Sonics though. I know that.
Well, we got that Sonic Frontier. Yeah, we got that Sonic Frontier. So they got that in the
Frontier too.
Bari,
give me those classics.
Bari, what would you want to see?
Yeah, I mean, we already see some of this stuff in motion already, because they about to drop their Sonic Origins, where they're dropping all the original trilogy of Sonic games for the PS5, PS4. I think like remaster wise, like I know a lot of people want to see that Persona, like Persona 4, probably Persona 3 as well. Being remastered. Because 1 and 2 is different games.
I want remakes for that. I wouldn't want that stuff remastered.
I want a remake for? I want a remake for. I want a remake for Streets of Rage, where we got Streets of Rage 4, which is cool. I love that game, but I want like a remake, 3D, realistic graphics type Streets of Rage story. You know what I mean? Like, that would be fucking fire in my opinion.
That would be fire.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, outside of that, I don't know what I would really want remade from Sega. I'll have to look through their catalog, but those are the ones that come to mind. But we already see the stuff happening when it comes to these remasters or whatnot they're doing.
Yeah. I would probably want a new Persona 4 Ultimax fighting game with the new Joker characters and all that stuff in it.
Oh, like a new one. Yeah, so Persona 5.
Yeah, Persona 5 Ultimax, Arena Ultimax. And I would want a Persona 4 Golden. I would accept the remaster, for the PS5, but I would want a remake of that. I never finished P4 Golden, so I definitely would want that and play through that. But
what Fighting Force Sega? Fighting Force, that was my shit, yeah.
No, Shining Force was Sega.
Yeah, Shining Force was Sega, but Fighting Force was like the 3D brawler type game for PlayStation.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yo, that game was. Yeah, I used to play the hell out of that game, bro.
with the big dude on the cover, right?
Yeah, big dude. They had the shorty on there as well.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, man. I'm not really. This may sound kind of messed up, but I'm not really checking for Sega too much these days. If it's not like Atlas per se.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just like, you know, they do what they'll do, right? Like, because it's either gonna be a Sonic or something Persona related. I'm not really checking or something Yakuza related. You feel me? So I'm not really checking them too.
Gonna be a lot of
Wait,
RPG.
does Sega make Sega makes Persona, huh? That is right. It is.
They own Atlas.
Atlas?
Atlas makes. Yeah, Atlas makes it, but it's under Sega. So.
Then they can make Persona 3. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Persona 3
do some remakes for those.
Shooting, yo, they gonna change that game. They're not gonna have people shooting themselves in the head. Like,
yeah.
I hope not.
So bad about it though, man. I mean, when they bring that back, I'll be happy.
Like Persona.
And finally bringing Persona 4 Golden to PlayStation again.
Yeah, if they bring that, that'll be good.
And on PC, everybody thought they was going to bring it to Sony, but I mean, to release to PlayStation, but they didn't.
Which is a weird move, but
which is an L, bro. How you bring that to PC and not PS4? Are you crazy?
It's a sin.
Crazy, bro.
It's a sin.
But all right, man. Let's move on. Yo, shout out to Elden Ring real quick. This game definitely has legs as well this year. So as of March 31st, Elden Ring is sitting at 13.4 million copies sold. The last sales update we had got was back in February, where the game sold 12 million, or no, it was February, March. At the beginning of March, it sold about 12 million, and now they're at 13.4. So I think by now in May, I think they're probably at about 14, 15 million. But I just want to say congrats to them, man. Elden Ring is definitely a great game, and people are out there buying it. They're definitely buying it.
Yeah, like that game is going to have legs because there's always going to be new stuff people are going to find. You know, with the patch updates that they're doing, you're going to have new builds and stuff like that. I think the community sells that game more than the game itself, because people's going to watch stuff from videos and be, oh, that's cool. Let me go buy this game and try to build this build. You know what I mean? Not saying that the game will sell itself, but the community is going to help push it.
The community definitely pushed this game. Like, yo, keep it.
Like, the game is great. I like Elden Ring. I think it's a great game, and like, especially when I beat it and I watch all these videos as far as like builds and stuff, I was like, let me try and get that build. Let me try that out. You know what I mean? So it definitely carries the game more so as well. But I think it's well deserved. From Software made a great game, and people is enjoying it. So
absolutely,
it is what it is.
All right, let's move on to Outriders, man. People Can Fly dev, right? So it's been confirmed.
Nah, Persona, we're not gonna move on, man. Give Elden Ring its just due, man. Why you hating, bro?
I said the game was good. I platinumed the game. I loved it. I put like 100 something hours in the damn game. The game is great.
I ain't asked you about your platinums, brother. I asked you for giving them they just due.
They got they just
under
due.
the rug, man. Quick. You said congrats, Elden Ring. Blah blah blah.
Absolutely,
keep it moving.
Absolutely, because my just due was playing the game and getting the platinum. All right, that's my just dues. They got their just dues. They got my money.
Stop hating, man.
Ain't no hating, bro. The game was great, bro. What you talking about?
It's an easy ass game. I don't even know what y'all arguing about.
That's
it's
a fact, man.
Souls game.
Throw that mimic tier. Throw that mimic tier up, bro. That thing gonna do work. Even Nerf, that mimic tier is still doing work. Especially if you get a plus 10.
It's easy.
A plus 10 mimic tier, that thing doing work. Yo, fact.
It's not the best Souls game.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Yeah, it is.
It's the easiest one I play, but it's a fun game.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely easy. That's why I can't give it its props as much as I want to. It's a good game. It's a great. I call it an adventure game. It's not really a Souls game, because in the Souls game, it's not the bosses that's scary, man. It's the entire world. You know, just getting to the boss is already a challenge within itself. So I see it differently. I think I like it. Like I said, I'm not. People always think I'm hating on this game. I'm not hating on this game. I just believe it's easy, and I proved that it's easy by beating like 7, 8 bosses without leveling up in one playthrough, live on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, to me, it's just, as when it comes to Souls games, it's just easy. I'm not saying it's too easy. It has its hard parts. All games have its hard parts.
Yeah,
but for a Souls game, it was easy.
Yeah, I agree.
When you get to Millennia, Blade of
Oh,
Mikla.
yeah, I heard.
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard
that,
about
that
her.
gets tough.
Like I said, I haven't even played. I was playing Horizon. I'm beating Horizon before I beat that.
That is that's the hardest part. Like getting to her, getting to her in general, and then fighting her. Yeah, that was difficult.
Yeah, I heard she's a beast mode. I heard she's beast mode.
Yeah, I was
Status.
raging.
I think they
bruh.
I think they nerfed her a little bit though to make her a little bit more manageable. I think, but
Mm.
Oh, they nerfed her up.
I don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I know they nerfed like the blood build and all that. Once they started nerfing stuff, I was like, I'm glad I got this platinum when I did because
He said,
I'd have got the hell up out of there. Yeah, I'd have got the hell up out of there, man.
You know what's another game? Nah, we go ahead, Persona. My bad.
No, go ahead, man. It's a conversation.
Nah, because I was thinking about like Sega stuff. I don't know if this is Sega, but that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game, like I would like to see like a remake to a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger game, yo. Not even that's a remake. Just give me a new game. But I'm.
I wouldn't want a Power Rangers game, but I wouldn't want a Power Rangers game with a budget. Like a $200 million budget.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't
a
want
full
like no
budget, like
yeah.
not the small, cartoon looking beat 'em up joints, but like a full Power Rangers and that shit.
Yeah, yo, having to fight Zed, Goldar, and Rita as like that with the putties and whatnot, and the other like enemies that they were fighting. Again, high quality, $200 million budget.
Talk to us, yo.
Proper voice acting, mocap, all that, the works. Man, that game would fly off shelves, bro. All right, let's move on, man. Yo, so shout out to People Can Fly, the Outriders developers. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that they're actually continuing to do work with Square after what happened with Outriders. But shout out to Zuby Tech, man. He put this out. So apparently, Outriders devs, they got five projects in development. So the project that they out here looking like platinum. So the first project they have is called Project Gemini, and that's going to be with Square, and that is scheduled to release 2024. Then they have a Project Dagger with Take-Two that's scheduled to release in 2024. Then they got a Project Bifrost, a project to be founded by the group to be released in the self-published model. So this is going to be their own self-published game that they're going to be making with no date. And then they've got a Project Victoria and a Project Red with no date or anything like that.
I'm guessing those are the smaller type games.
Yeah.
It doesn't share a big block.
Yeah, and so, what's your thoughts, Thrash? I'm very surprised they're doing work with Square after what happened with Outriders. That's really got me surprised.
I'm not. You wanna know why I'm not? Because I called this shit. I said that when Outriders got announced, Game Pass didn't. Well, not announced. When they went to the tables with Square, right, with the publishers, and they came up with this contract of how they're gonna get paid. Game Pass wasn't an option. You know what I'm saying? Game Pass wasn't even heard of. This was years before they came out with Game Pass, and that we're doing what they were doing with Game Pass. So it was never in the contract. And I said this. I said after this, Game Pass and games as a service will start being in contracts to where people can't get by on them on some shit. And Square Enix got by on them because it wasn't in the contract. There was no contractual agreement for Square to pay them a red cent from what they got from Microsoft, which hurt their unit sales. So they had to squash that. That beef got squashed because the money got fixed. To where they're like, okay, if you put this on Game Pass, if you put this on any service, we want this number percent of whatever you get from it. And now their problems are solved because they have their units and they have their service covered. You know what I'm saying? They lost a lot of units on Xbox's side due to that shit, due to the fucking Game Pass. So I believe that I think they're fine with it. I think if money talks, and if they're going to get paid, they're going to get paid. If somebody's going to pay them, they're going to take that money. And it is what it is. As far as the other games, with Take-Two and them, probably the same thing. I'm pretty sure they writing contracts the same way. But I'm interested to see what they're gonna bring with that. But that self-published game, I think it's gonna be the best game out of all of them. I think that's gonna be the game that they whenever you have your own babies, you're gonna make sure your own baby fly.
Yeah, you take care of your kids better than your niece and nephew. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have to because they're self-publishing it, so it has to be their best work if they want to make their money back. They're not risking somebody else's money; they're risking their own money. So, Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll probably be on Game Pass day and date as well. If they don't believe in their product, it'll be on Game Pass day and date. It'll be on PS Plus, whatever day and date. Anybody who goes day and date on a service does not believe in their game or just don't know what the fuck they're doing, like MLB. So
Mm.
if you, I don't know if it's a high quality game if it's not day and date on Game Pass with PS Plus.
Yeah.
But I believe it will be great. So I don't think it'll be day and date.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Bari, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that it's still working with Square Enix because even when they sold off the Western studios, they still had in that note there that they're working the People Can Fly and Outriders and all that stuff as far as like overseeing their projects. But at the end of the day, regardless of what happened with the game, when it goes into another service and whatnot, Square Enix is still responsible of putting their project out. You know what I mean? So you're always going to be thankful for that, because they put money into that game to get the game out, to ship it out. You know what I mean? So they still probably have a good relationship with it. Yeah, they might have said certain things, but the relationship there is still pretty good. But yeah, this is a lot of damn projects. You know what I mean? I'm counting out because they're still doing Outrider stuff. So that game is still being, overseen and, developed and fixed and whatnot. And they said they got 2 games in 2024. Oh, guys, remember, you guys said, why would they drop 2 games in the same year? That's how you guys think, right? They got 2 games in 2024. The Bifrost, I do agree with Thrash on his sentiment on that. When it comes to your own thing, you're gonna take care of that. You're gonna take care of that baby. You know what I mean? Because that's your money going into it. That's you publishing, yourself publishing that. It's no different than when you get like sneakers, like as a gift, or when you buy your own sneaker. That one that you bought. You know what I mean? You taking that toothbrush and you taking that soap water, you scrubbing that thing down, because that's your money that went into that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of projects on here, man. I don't know how I feel about this many projects being, in development. Because they're saying development phase here. Take-Two's publishing this. Square Enix is publishing that, and they got their self-published one. That's a lot of projects, man. But we'll see how big these games are. They saying AAA.
There's no mention of that, but I'm pretty sure if you're working with
It said update. The updated strategy also includes expanding the group's portfolio to new game genres, games with the compact AAA segment.
Yeah,
I think
I think it's one of those things where, I don't know, man. Like after Outriders, I'm real skeptical about this developer going forward.
I like Outriders, man.
I love Outriders.
Is the issue.
No, I love Outriders, but I still think certain things were like, where the builds and content and stuff like that took too long, bruh. After you was done, that was it, and almost a year, and now we're getting something. It's just like, and I think part of it is because of look at all this that you got. Look at all of this that you got working.
So they ain't made no money, bro.
I get, but damn, bro. But you got a service base. So if I'm buying into your vision, and it ain't making no money, you ain't gonna put no more like it's just, oh, all right, thanks for the bread, but we moving on. It's like, come on, bro.
The content just took longer because the game wasn't profitable. It just, I guess, it made.
Well, I think they heard.
Even, right?
I think it might have broke even, but I think they need to learn from their mistakes with that, and they need to make sure that going into this next project, especially the next project under Square, they need to make damn sure, like 1,000% sure, them servers is proper, the bugs is to a minimum, and all that other shit, because you're going up against a beast now, because a lot of people are looking at this developer, regardless if the server issues were because of Azure or whatever the case may be, it's People Can Fly's name that's all over that, and Square.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big fact.
You're gonna have to, you got a mountain you climbing now, and you can't fuck that up. If you mess that up, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. People only give you one extra chance after that first impression. If you mess that up, it's done. These other projects, you might as well just throw those to the wind, because no. Straight up, no. But we'll see, man.
We gon' see.
So do y'all think this is real? Is this real life, guys? This
What?
train station scene. Whoa, how'd it get dark like that so quickly? What's going on? Is this real life?
Yeah.
Is somebody in a train station all by themselves in the dark like that?
Sheesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes have not deceived you. This is all made in Unreal Engine 5. Bari, Thrash. You seen that clip that's been going around Twitter of the Unreal Engine 5 train station scene?
Yep.
What's y'all thoughts, bro?
Somebody also did it in Dreams.
Yeah, I
you
saw
saw
the
that one?
dream. Yeah, I saw the dreams one too. Yeah. Yo, if this is the capabilities of UE5, I can't wait for the next Tales of Arise game.
Bro, if this was like a full scale game, forget $70. You guys out here complaining about $70. This game gonna cost you a lot. This junk look real as hell. Lighting, yo, bro. I watched this little clip like probably 10 times, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to find little aspects here and there, like what will say, this is a video game. It was very hard. It was very hard to even find one little aspect like, nah, this is a video game. They caught everything. It looks so realistic, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I was amazed.
Maybe I need some digital foundry tools or something. But this don't look real, bro.
I was amazed. Go ahead, Thrash.
I mean, I don't know if it's ever gonna be a game, but I think I don't think. Me personally, I'm like, it's gonna take a whole lot. I mean, all the dude was doing was standing there looking around. He was looking at beauty, right? He was looking at damn near look like real life shit. But what happens when you gotta make a move? What happens when you gotta make them animate? What happens when you gotta have enemies animated? People walking around. Can you maintain that quality?
Yeah,
that's my question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, that's the big question.
Yeah.
I think this was in like VR too.
I think I got the VR vibes from that. Yeah. I think the reason why I included that in our conversation in the show outline for today is because it's so amazing. Like, you know, UE5 is so impressive with what I've been seeing so far, and to see something like this just even be possible, even on this level, right? Even after the demo we saw from the PS5 demo back in 2020, I just think it's really impressive, and I just can't wait to see some developers get their hands on this UE5, especially. And Bari, I know this is gonna resonate with you, and for a lot of people in the chat, especially Japanese developers that use Unreal Engine, moving to UE5. Oh my God, I can't wait to see, because
we already getting that news, man.
Yes,
Kingdom
sir.
Hearts 4.
Yes, sir. And like some of the smaller Japanese devs that use Unreal Engine, where a lot of them are still on UE3, right? Not even UE4. So I'm hoping that a lot of the Japanese devs and JRP devs will move to UE5 and really, especially since it's easy to import all your assets and all this other stuff. I just can't wait, because I think that will put everybody on a level playing field, because JRPGs is a market that needs a really big overhaul when it comes to the graphics department for some of the smaller JRPG games. It's time. It's time.
Yep.
So, shout out to UE5. Shout out to the person that made that. So real quick, man, some rapid fire news. So Dead Space has been confirmed to be releasing on January 27th, 2023. Bari, Thrash, are we picking this up? How we feeling?
Yo, I am still on the I want to see more. Like, I never got into Dead Space, so it's not like I'm super excited for it, but the excitement came from people speaking about the game. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to experience it for myself. So the curiosity got me a little bit intrigued to be like, you know what, this might be a purchase. And they came out and they gave a release date, January 27th, right?
Yeah.
Which is not, if it's not that far, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see if I pick it up. Most likely I will, though.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm day and date, nigga. I'm day and not even date, nigga.
Day and date.
I'm picking it up and streaming it early.
Let me ask a quick question though.
Go ahead.
Dead Space, I know they give you a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But like you're gonna have an arsenal in Dead Space, right?
I don't know. I've
Arsenal.
never played Dead Space before, so I can't even tell you. This remake will be my first Dead Space game.
That would be the real deciding factor if you have like a big enough arsenal to combat these whatever
Wait,
things that they have.
neither of y'all have played Dead Space?
Nah, I know.
Nah.
I only played the demo. It was a PS3 demo, and I dropped the demo, bro. I was like, no, this shit's scary.
That's why. Well, like I said, that's why I'm saying it's like Day Zero for me. That game is a fucking classic. Like that game is extremely good. It's not even that it's that scary either. I mean, it has its moments, but once you get used to it, you get used to it. But no, the way the gameplay, the arsenal is there. All of that shit is there. I mean, the man can do kinetic shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking man, bro, that's a fucking classic.
So
Super
Jack Move and people in the chat are saying you're not OP, and it's a true survival horror game with limited ammo. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it does. But I mean, that's if you're a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to sock niggas up. You can sock people up, stomp their heads in. And keep searching. You gotta search for all your shit. At least from what I play.
At least you got a weapon though, because I hate them.
Oh no, yeah.
Survival games, and they give you a camcorder. Like what? Why
Oh,
would
no.
they do that?
You have a whole arsenal. It goes back to the. It's like a love note to Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? It's you get different weapons. You get any way the weapons are like you got to shoot arms and legs off, and he got these motherfuckers running around and shit. So it's kind of harder to shoot arms and legs. You usually shoot heads and shit, and it's just nah. You tripping? Nah, that shit. You get the weapons you get this big ass shit, you get big ass shotgun, you get a bolt gun, you get all kind of crazy shit. So nah, the weapons are there. It's not like it's not gonna be fucking Returnal to where you're not running out of bullets. You're gonna run out of bullets. But there's different ways to do different things, and it's crazy. It's good. I can't understand anybody who wouldn't like it. It's a fucking great game. I can't wait for that shit to come out.
Real talk, everybody that spoke about this game, they always like, yo, Dead Space is the shit. You know what I mean? Everybody always like gave it high regard. So
I mean, they had babies dying, and people was tripping off of that shit. Like, God damn, babies! They even doing the babies?
that's crazy. That's kind of crazy.
The scary part, bro.
Nah, I wonder if they're gonna include that into. They probably won't include that in the remake.
not this day and age.
Nah, they're not gonna include that, especially with all that's going on in the world. Real quick with these super chats, yo, shout out to Slow Mo. He says, "Afternoon, gentlemen. Afternoon, Slow Mo. Appreciate you, Slow Mo."
Yo, Jack Moon said they got telekinesis. Hold up, that kind of sold me right there. Hold up.
It's a day one.
Bro, like you can slow down time, all that shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a day one.
See, now you're talking my language a little bit.
And
It's a great game, dog. They mixed in a lot of good shit. It's a great game.
Shout out to King Kiso, man, for the super chat. He says, best PlayStation podcast on YouTube. We appreciate you,
appreciate
Kiso,
it,
man.
King
Thank
Kiso,
you.
man.
Yeah, Dead Space is a day one, man. I'm excited. We're going to see what happens, man.
People said 3 was garbage.
Yeah.
Typhoon said 3 garbage.
All right, man, let's move on real quick.
You know why 3 is garbage? Because they went more action-y. But also, it's the godfather of single-player DLC. It is the first game. Yeah, they built around the EA built around DLC. It was the first game to have that shit.
Damn,
so it has
crazy.
this bad mantra around it. Part 3 does.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. But all right, some other quick rapid fire news I want to throw at y'all real quick. So,
you getting it, Persona, or nah? You say you getting it?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, day one. Right. Yeah, it's a day one for me. All right, so say goodbye to FIFA. Say goodbye to FIFA. So the FIFA name will be retired after this year's FIFA, and starting in July of 2023, FIFA will be renamed to EA Sports FC. It will still maintain all of the great things about FIFA, about the football or the soccer games when it comes to leagues, tournaments, clubs, athletes will be there. Ultimate Team, Career Mode, Pro Clubs, Volta Football will all be there. Our unique license portfolio has more than 19,000 players, 700 teams, 100 stadiums, 30 leagues, and we've continued to invest for decades. We'll still be there uniquely in EA Sports FC. That includes exclusive partnerships with Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Series A, MLS, and more. And some of their partners as well is UEFA, CONMEBOL, and Nike. So the FIFA name and that licensing is retiring in July 2023. That's kind of crazy. Just because of how synonymous that is, right? It's crazy to see that retire like that.
Wait, the name is just changing. They're not losing the license, or am I tripping?
I think they're losing the FIFA license.
Yeah, they're losing the FIFA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the FIFA license is what's gone, and so they're getting their own thing, and they're doing their own thing, and building up a new license that will also have as much. So yeah.
Because the way I believe soccer works. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't really watch soccer or football. I'm calling it soccer, so you know I don't watch it. But they're basically they all have the same teams and they play different championships, right? Like the World Cup, but they have all the same teams that would be in FIFA, right? Am I right or wrong about that?
The World Cup is like the major. There's other like championship leagues and stuff that they play out.
There's more. Like,
is it all the same teams though?
No. There's definitely there's different divisions and there's different.
It's kind of like think
of it as like basketball. So like with basketball, you got like the basketball NBA league, then you got the China league, and then you got all that other stuff like other teams that are on a smaller level. You got the B league, you got the summer league, and all that stuff. That's kind of how that's kind of how soccer is as well. Where you got the main, which America, Germany, Russia, France, all that. The main teams that would play in the World Cup. But then you have the more localized and the more the smaller scale teams that play in other tournaments as well that are more local to the country.
That's strange. That is weird then. Weird how they did it then. I mean, they're not gonna lose any teams or any players or no shit like that, right? They calling it whatever that football league shit that they say, right?
Yeah, I think it's some bad blood.
They still have all the partnerships where they're gonna have all the player names and all that stuff. Is that's the FIFA name is gonna be changed.
Yeah,
so which might hurt them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it will to a small amount, just because FIFA is so synonymous, right? You don't really see PES football charting. And all these other, it's FIFA. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens, but we'll see.
It's funny that was our PlayStation Plus game this month, right? FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA 22.
Yep. I haven't even checked the fucking PS Plus, but I remember it saying that it was FIFA 22, right?
Yeah, 22. I have never played a FIFA game in my life.
Me neither.
Actually, no, I'm lying. I played FIFA Streets back on PS2.
Back on PS2, I used to play sports.
But I that old school Nintendo soccer game where they had superpowers and shit. But
the Nintendo soccer. Yeah, I've played that, but like these like more realistic.
Whatever that shit called, Captain Tabuchi, whatever his name.
Tsubasa.
Yeah, Tsubasa. Yeah, I got that. Forgive my anger.
No, you good. And then last bit of news, real quick. Neil Druckmann put out a tweet this week. Man, shout out to the great Neil. He says, "Happy 6th anniversary." Uncharted 2, Uncharted 4. Enjoy your retirement, Nate and company. We'll miss y'all. So this is kind of me going down. Miss y'all. So this is kind of me just going down conspiracy theory lane real quick. Put your tinfoil hats on for a second. I want to ask y'all. Are we truly done with Uncharted, man? Is it truly over? Are we truly done?
I think it is. I think we're done.
I don't think we're done with Nathan Drake and all the cast of characters, but as far as he being the mainstay of the game, he's probably going to be like an outside character that's involved with the story, but it's not going to be evolved solely around him per se. Because they said we miss y'all, saying that like we missed the characters, or we miss Uncharted, but. People's respects to Uncharted 4. I loved it. I love the Thieves collection that they put out. Great seeing that game in 120. Play that in 120. Play that in 60. It was beautiful. Loved it. But you know what people was responding in this tweet, right? You know what they're saying.
Where's factions?
Exactly. If I was to scroll down right here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see BG, Jat Move, one of these guys saying, "Where is factions?" Let me scroll down real quick.
I know where factions is. You don't know where factions is? I know where factions is.
We want to know.
Factions is holding back for the remake. So when the remake come out, they're gonna drop factions so they can charge you for factions and make it seem like they're not charging you twice for a game you should have got once.
Oh man,
that's what I think.
Oh
It's gonna
man.
launch on Xbox. I mean, not Xbox. It's gonna launch on PC, PlayStation day and date. Factions will, and it'll be free to play if not launching with The Last
Games
of Us.
as a service.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Oh, because the PC version of Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy dropping this year on
Yeah,
PC.
in summertime.
Oh, they didn't. They said they're going to announce it later in the year or whatnot.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
sure.
It dropped.
Most likely it
They
would.
already. They said it's
Remember,
dropping
Jim
this
Ryan
June.
said that too. Jim Ryan said that their first party games, their first party studios will launch multiplayer games day and date on PC. He said that long ago.
Yeah.
So I believe that the game. I mean, I don't think it makes sense otherwise. If you're gonna make a multiplayer game and you're gonna make it free to play, if it better be free to play. If it's not free to play, it's gonna be an outrage because it should have came.
They really PlayStation. If you're listening, you're not reading the audience. No disrespect to the PC gamers, but if you're gonna have multiplayer with PC gamers, it's gonna cause a shit show because one, we have to play for Plus. They're not. Two, a lot of people don't want to play with PC gamers due to the cheating ways of them.
Yep.
And three, if you don't have a turn off crossplay toggle on it, it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be digging yourself in the sand with that one.
Yeah. They if they do that, bro, it's gonna be a big L, bro. Like I really don't want to play with PC gamers, man. Like they horrible cheaters. It's disgusting. Like I just don't want that, bro.
They proud of it too. They
I said
around
toggle. I mean toggle, not tongle. I was thinking about dongle, but I would say tongle, but no, it's toggle.
I can't talk about it. Never mind.
But yo, all right, let's move on to this last bit of news, and then we're gonna get into this discussion, right? So, this is big. This is big, guys. Gotham Knights, man. Let's talk about it real quick. So, Gotham Knights Collector's Edition got confirmed. Where you got Red Hood, Nightwing, Robin, and Batgirl all on one statue, which this looks amazing. You get the deluxe edition of the game, our art book, the augmented reality collectible pen, and then obviously in-game costumes and stuff like that as well. And then you get a deluxe edition version of the game. This collector's edition looks amazing. $300, right? And then also with the deluxe edition of the game, you also get some special costumes. So you get the Night Watch by Jim Lee transmog costumes, which all look phenomenal. You get 3 exclusive colorways as well, with the Ultra Zen Nur-R, the Chroma Faust, and the Tribute Asylum. And you also get the Beyond style, the suit style for all the characters, which, that Batgirl suit looks, that Robin suit looks amazing too. Batgirl and Robin suit definitely look the best to me. Man, those look amazing, right? And then what was also confirmed this week for Gotham Knights was that this game is not going to be coming out on PlayStation 4 or last gen consoles. It's only going to be a next gen game. So PlayStation 5 is the only, is where you can find this game now. Bari, Thrash.
Also, big news, Persona, that the game won't have any microtransactions, you don't have to be online to play the game if you're playing single player.
Yep. So, Thrash, we'll start off with you. Did you see the gameplay? And if you did, what were your thoughts? And is this going to be a day one buy for you?
I saw the gameplay. It looks a little underwhelming to me, especially if you're going to claim it's going to be only on PS5. I expect better. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I expect better. But it looks okay. You know what I'm saying? It looks pretty good. It looks playable. I'll buy it. I won't buy it day one unless there's nothing else to buy. I got gamer sickness, so shit get bought that shouldn't even get bought. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy some shit. I'll be like, ooh, I'm one of those ooh ass niggas. Ooh, let me get that. Let me try that out. Let me see how that look. You know, and it's real easy for me to buy a game. Especially growing up not being able to. You know, when you get grown, you buy games you don't have time to play. And I don't know, man. I had a bad feeling about that Marvel game that Square made, so I never bought it, never downloaded it, never played it, because I don't like service games. But now y'all saying there ain't gonna be a service game, then I'm most likely copy for sure. I can't stand service games. I can't stand single player games that force you to have online, like that you have to be online. I can't stand that type of shit because all it is monetization, and I don't got time for that shit. So I'll pick it up. I'll cop the shit especially now that I know, because I didn't know that it was. I thought it was going to be fucking, service based. But seeing that it's not, then I definitely pick it up because I always like a good action game, so I'll pick it up. Day and date depends on what's out at the same time. I think Forspoken's out at the same time as that, somewhere around there. So
2 weeks
I
before.
gotta pick that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my girl. She fine as a motherfucker
Yes,
in life and in
sir.
this game.
Yes,
and I gotta
sir.
represent my sisters because I know it's a lot of hate going around for Forspoken.
Yo, talk on Thrash.
Yeah, I don't give a nobody.
Yo,
Talk on, bro.
Definitely gonna do a video on that one day, man.
Yes, sir. Because I'm gonna be honest, man. We gotta. That ain't the podcast for this, but yes, we need to talk about that because
we gotta talk about that because they think I ain't recognize it, but I definitely recognize it.
Yes, sir. It's been real spooky. All right, cool. I get it. It's not for everybody. Bari, how you feeling about this, bro?
Yeah, I'm hyped for this game, man. We've been waiting for new gameplay to be shown. My thoughts on it is that the gameplay the game itself looks better than what was shown last year. Like what was shown last year is probably characters that people are more inclined to play, like Batgirl. People are excited to see her in the game and whatnot. And I'm excited for like Robin, so that got me hyped for the game. But just looking at it from a performance and a visual standpoint, it looks better than what was shown last year, in my opinion. The new little gameplay factors that they show as far as like how characters traversing throughout the game with their own little unique way, I thought that was cool as well. Combat wise, I just feel like it wasn't the best demo to be showcased, like what these characters can do. Like the person that's playing the demo, my man is out here riding a bike and he's just purposely driving over these mines. I'm like, yo, if you want to sell your game, you gotta show the skill, man. You gotta showcase the skill. But other than that, I felt like the game was cool, man. Red Hood, he does look a little more tanky, but I can understand like the idea behind Red Hood as he's like the range shooter in the game where he's not going to be as fast as everybody. But I really dubbing down to the actual person playing the demo. Look at this. My man grabbed the person to show him that you can do a grab move, but stayed in there and got hit with the Molotov. Like, I'm just like, whoever was playing this demo is not good at the end of the day. But the abilities that was showcased in there, it looks cool. I'm hyped for the game. I can't wait to play it. As you know, I'm going to be playing as Robin. Tim Drake, the best Robin ever seen, ever known in the Bat family. So, yeah, man, I'm hyped for it, man. I can't wait to traverse in this game and see what's going on. Persona, we're gonna be having our little co-op sessions here and there with the game as well. Facts. And yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. Collector's edition is pre-ordered. Facts. Digital Deluxe is pre-ordered, so you know what giveaway is coming with that. And I can't wait for it. Hopefully, though, story aspects like this downtime at them in the it's not called the Bat Cave, but we're gonna call it Bat Cave. Hopefully those little scenarios are good from what we've seen here with the little talks here and there. Amplify that a little bit more, make it a little bit more dramatic in how people are looking and talking. Then I'm with it. Animation wise, there's some stuff that I think you can improve upon. You can always improve upon the game, but yeah, the game is a far way out in October. We're in May. It got some time to polish the stuff up. But yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I like the costumes that's also it was shown as well. I'm a big fan of Avengers, so I like the whole keeping the comic book look or keeping the whole suit look, and then you can update whatever when it comes to gear and all that. I like that aspect. So I don't want the characters looking all dumb. I got a purple chest plate and then I got an orange helmet or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I'm for it, man. I'm excited for the game. I can't wait to play it. And yeah, I'll be in there.
Yeah, I mean, likewise, man. I think it's one of those things where I'm really excited for the game. I do think the graphics, it looks, to me, it definitely looks better than what we've seen before. But, I think when it comes to graphics, that stuff can be improved very quickly. So, once we get closer to release, if we don't see any type of change, then it's like, all right, what's up with that? Are we gonna fix those graphics? But looking at like Arkham Knight and those other type of games that people are trying to compare us to, obviously, guys, Arkham Knight graphically look good. So I do have faith that this will also look good, especially with it being next gen only. so that focus is really honed in. So I'm not too worried about that. But in terms of the gameplay itself, I agree. Like, you know, when it comes to showing off gameplay, man, like obviously you're trying to show off the world and what the characters can do, but you also need somebody that can also that has some type of finesse. Like, damn, like you could do some cool stuff like that. Why? You know, that looks, you know, there needs to be some type of finesse there, because, you know, that can also be something that turns people off. That's why, like with Call of Duty, they show pros playing the game and not, you know, like it's all pros that's playing that shit. Because, you know, it's like, you know, you see people watching, they're like, oh my god, he's doing a drop shot, jump shot, all this other stuff. So I think that's something that they should work on, especially if they're going to do another gameplay trailer like this before release. You want to make sure you get that locked down. But in terms of like what I'm seeing here, gameplay wise, combat wise, character wise, conversation wise, story wise, I'm digging it all. The RPG elements, you know, the setting up your builds and all that. I'm digging all of this, man. Like this is me, man. This is my game. Like 100%. I'm on this day one. It's pre-ordered. It's ready to go. No one's gonna stop me from playing this game, bro. Like it's a day one. I'm very excited. So I'm excited for it, man. That's pretty much it with that. That's it. Any other thoughts, guys?
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, when that game come out, you're gonna see the gameplay. You're gonna be like, oh shit, that look kind of cool. Yeah, cause you know the gameplay coming from your boy.
Yo, that's what I was gonna say too. When the game comes out, I'm actually gonna put out some Red Hood tech. I got a feeling Red Hood really is like on point and he fire, but it's just not in the right hands. I'm a tank type of guy anyway, so Red Hood need to be in my hands. Pause. We gonna drop some videos and we gonna show y'all how to use Red Hood.
Yo, one thing too, I gotta agree with BG when he said like, yo, people are complaining about the dumbest shit, where they saying like Red Hood, why is he doing a double jump? The reason on why he's doing a double jump is stupid. Like, yeah, this is comic books. As long as it's fun, as intuitive, who gives a fuck why is he double jumping and whatnot? Yeah, it's a part.
Sure.
The fact that
That's
he's
weird.
alive is not real. You know
Yeah,
what
I mean, just like the donkey and Elden Ring. You know, why can that double jump but you can't?
Yeah.
Like why are you complaining about shit? They designed the game to design the game the way they wanted to design the game. Design the game and make some puzzles and you figure it out. Like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, that's just dumb shit to complain about, man.
Yeah, it's comic books.
It's comic book plus video games. It's like a soup of fucking fiction. Like, what do you own right now? Like, fuck out of here. He didn't say shit about 2K. I think it was like 2K 17 when Spike Lee directed it. And you had black parents, even if you was white. I don't want to hear shit. It's supposed to be a simulator. You know what I'm saying? He had a twin sister, and she was darker than my wife. You know what I'm saying? If you had a white character, you was just some kind of oddball. So, man, just it's video games, man. Like, can't complain about double jumps. Double jumps? Oh, man.
Yeah, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, it gets the character to and through wherever you got to go from point A to point B. And it looked cool as hell. Like, you know what I mean? I'm double jumping. I'm jumping in this dude and busting this dude's neck. You know what I mean? I'm with that. So,
it's crazy.
It's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the news, guys. Gotham Knights is a day one. Let us know in the chat and in the comments if that's a day one for y'all as well, man. Like, listen, it's a lot of gaming. It's a lot of game. Okay.
PlayStation. No matter of fact, Gorilla, let these developers borrow my man Sony Legend sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Don't keep him exclusive to yourself, okay? Because he needs to be the guy behind some of these gameplay aspects. You know what I mean? WB, the next time you showcase this game, hit up Gorilla. We're going, you know what I mean? If you need to get in contact with them, let us know. We'll be the middleman for that, and get that man to demo this goddamn game, okay? People's gonna change their thoughts really quick.
Yo, facts. If you made it this far in the show, man, give you some trophies.
Yes, sir.
I give y'all a lot of trophies, man.
They got a lot today.
A lot of trophies. All right, man. So, real quick with these super chats. Yo, shout out to you. It's me, baby. 80 says, mark this here, guys. Starfield gonna be multi-plat. That's the reason there's no new date, in my opinion. LOL. I keep up the great work. Do what you do, Trash. Salute.
Yo, it's me, baby, with the wild prediction.
That's crazy.
Hey, no, I know we can't talk about it on the show, but man, I got I got some thoughts on that shit, and that's pretty close, bro.
Fire up that round
Go
table, man.
ahead
I'm
and say.
trying to see that. I'm trying to hear what your thoughts are for real.
I'm gonna make a video. I'm making a video on it, man. I've been doing my research. That's why I haven't made a video on it yet, because I ain't gonna jump to it. I'm trying to get all my information. So I got all my information. So I'm doing a video on it right now.
Yeah.
They gonna come for your neck on that.
Oh
one.
yeah, they definitely go. Yo, they coming for him for that. And then shout out to Steady Flow, man. Says, why Square Enix the only developers pricing their game $70 on consoles and PC, but we got WB pricing their game $60 on PC and $70 on consoles. I will be platinum if Forspoken and wait for a sale on Gotham Knights. Hey.
Oh, so on PC, Gotham Knights is not 60. I mean 70.
Nope, 60.
How much was it on PlayStation 5? I don't remember. I bought the deluxe edition. Was 89.
Yeah,
So it was 90. So I'm gonna assume it was 70 because 20, right?
Yeah, it was 70. So I don't know. That's kind of crazy, but they're gonna do what they do. All right. So the final. Now we in the discussion portion of the show, real quick. And I want y'all thoughts, because this week has been a great week, and what has made this week so great is that PlayStation, they put out their financial report, their forecast, and stuff like that. And again, shout out to Genki for transcribing this information when it comes to the financial call that happened earlier this week. So
That's my cousin.
yeah, Genki, cool peoples. So again, the CFO of Sony, the chief financial officer of Sony, Hiroki Totoki, full quote on his PlayStation's AAA titles being put straight onto a subscription service. And let me read the full quote. Let me clear my throat. When I speak greatness, I want to make sure
clear my throat.
I want to make sure it flows. Pause. Okay, so Hiroki Totoki says, I will refrain from making comments on the competitor's strategy. Our current thinking is to have developmental cost, appropriate R&D investment for quality products, and that will improve the platform and also improve the business in the long run. AAA type titles on PlayStation 5, if we distribute that on the subscription services, we may need to shrink the investment needed for that, and that will deteriorate the first party title quality, and that is our concern. So we want to make sure we spend the appropriate developmental costs to have solid products and titles to be introduced in the right manner. That is from the Sony CFO, Chief Financial Officer, Hiroki Totoki from Sony. Thrash, starting with you, bro. Is he lying? Does Twitter know more than the CFO of Sony? Can somebody just pull out their calculator on their phone and say, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, beep. Wait, 8 times 4 times 2 carry to 1 minus 7 plus 2. You can do it. Talk to us, Thrash. Let us know what's up.
Look, man, the mail boy at Sony knows more than these guys on Twitter, man. At the end of the day, it's not even just. I mean, you could just look at everywhere else, right? Every other service, every other thing. It makes perfect sense of what Sony is saying. We haven't gotten great games from other companies that have services. We've had services stop making first party games. Literally sold them. Sony bought one of those developers, and it's because it doesn't make sense for the service on top of you building games, and then Sony on top of that making the best games in gaming, making the best looking games, the most intricate games, the most hardware pushing games. We buy hardware, we buy new generational hardware for these type of games to do things that couldn't be done the gen prior. And they're not going to be able, they can't afford to sit there and put hundreds of millions of dollars into a game and then put it free, or not free, but put it in a service that might attract a fraction of the people who own your console to pay monthly to get this game when these people were openly willing to spend $70 on your fucking game? It just doesn't. He's not. Why would he? I mean, I feel like they're talking about it like, man, how many times do we got to tell these people that we like to make money? How many times do we got to tell these people we're not like our competition? Our competition is a $1 trillion company. They can maintain anything they want to maintain. They can sustain anything they want to sustain and still be a company because their main company isn't gaming. Whereas in PlayStation's situation, Sony is alive due to PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? So no, it doesn't work, and it's proven not to work. And they've proved it before anybody else tried it. They're the ones who started PS Now. They're the ones that put their games on cell phones, on PCs, on TVs first. They're the ones that did the streaming. They're the ones that took what they had and tried to make it bigger than what it was outside of the console. And they saw that it didn't work. And just like he said, he's going to refrain from what the competition is doing because they want the competition to keep on doing it. That keeps them in first place. The competition is scrambling to make first place. I cannot understand anybody. If you're in NASCAR and you got your car fixed up so well that your shit is in first place, that you're going to look at the last place racer and say, I need to fix my engine like his. I don't understand why anybody would think that would work. And so it's stupid for people to believe that just because you got a deal doesn't mean that gaming got that deal. Gamers need to realize that you get what you pay for, and also you got to support what you love. It's not just about getting a deal and walking away from the deal. It's about supporting so you can continue to get the great shit that got you into gaming in the first place. Once you throw all that away for bullshit, you get, delays and disappointment. And it's happened time and time and time again. The reality of the situation is PS Now has never given us games that we wouldn't have gotten better on without it being on PS Now. PS Now has not upgraded our gaming experiences. It just upgraded our doorway into getting into gaming. And most gamers didn't even want that. And they see that. So all this is a project for them to keep on going with their services because they spent $380 million on Gaikai and they're trying to utilize that as best as they fucking can. Whereas their competition isn't selling their fucking games. And because of that, this is the only way they can try to get some sort of engagement, which they are celebrating, but they're also not celebrating the fact that they're losing money. And if you look at it, their studios are putting out games at a very slow pace. And when they do finally come out, they come out half-assed, trash, and still needs to be worked on. And Sony just doesn't want that type of cloud over their gaming perfection system that they've already made for themselves. Their games sell their games, and that's what it's come down to. Sony as a brand is popular, and their games are popular due to the brand, not just from what developers are doing. Once you see that PlayStation Studios sign, you know you're going to see quality. That is their fucking strength. We expect quality, and once they lose that, what do they have? And they don't want to lose that. And because these services will make them lose that, they're not going to do it. It is what it is, man. That's my thought on it.
Yo, again, Thrash with the knowledge, man. Not he's the hero we need in this time of the gaming community crisis. Bari, man, talk to us, bro. Does Twitter and social media know more than the CFO?
Yes, they do. It's always been a thing that, on Twitter, due to Google, you are more knowledgeable.
Say it right, Bari. Say it right, Bari. Google.
You have Google degrees out there that people are receiving. And they are definitely more knowledgeable than the CFO of Sony. But listen, we're not surprised with these, quotes these higher ups representatives in the company, because we have heard higher ups representatives that said that within the PlayStation brand. So Sean Layden came out and said the same thing. When people misquoted him, he was talking more for about like the music industry with like Spotify and things like that, but it also applied within gaming. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these companies are, PlayStation themselves, I would say, they put a lot of money into their games. Their games are increasing as far as the development costs each generation or each year. You know what I mean? And the way how PlayStation wants to put forward their games is a lot of quality that's going to be in there. There's a lot of development costs. There's a lot of, micromanagement. There's a lot of management going on. There's a lot of research that's going on. You know what I mean? They're trying to set the bar. They're trying to set that this is what we do here. This is what you guys want to aspire when it comes to video game development. We want to be the top dog when it comes that we are the best in animation, storytelling, whatever, gameplay. You know what I mean? That's what they set out to do when they made the games, and that stuff costs money. And the thing is, like, what people don't understand is that the reason why PlayStation won't do something like that, because the number of subscribers that they have, it doesn't negate all of the development loss that it will happen if they will put something in there day and date. It's no different than the whole worth as well. It's also about the worth. What is your game worth, right? If to PlayStation eyes, to Nintendo eyes, things like that, their games are worth much more than that subscription fee that they're going to offer for the games. A lot of people question about Nintendo, like, why Nintendo have discounts on their games? Because Nintendo looking at, this is what our game is worth. You're either going to buy it or you're not going to buy it. PlayStation's looking at their games like, we put all this work, all this money into our games for us just to put this game into a service day and 8 for 40 million subscribers. That's not enough as far as generating money for them. So at the end of the day, they know their games are worth more than that. That will probably change if the number of subscribers go up to like the hundreds or whatever it could be. You never know. But as of right now, they're not doing stuff like that because it's not worth it to them. It doesn't make any sense to them. Yeah, it will devalue the product, as my man Sticks is pretty much saying there. But yeah, this is stuff I don't understand. Like this would be a different story if it was somebody random from Twitter saying this stuff like that. But you have multiple cases from like head of PlayStation, CEO, CFO, ex-head of PlayStation, saying these things, and people's just like, no, you don't run your business that way. It's just like, what is going on here, man? But yeah, what PlayStation does might not be what the other company does. You know what I mean? Everybody have their own business plan, their own business goals, and this is what PlayStation set out to do. So it is what it is. But I respect it. I respect everybody that PlayStation have came out with these quotes, because when I look at their games, I want that quality to remain or far preceded. You know what I mean? So if the bar was Horizon Forbidden West and what they're doing in the open world and how they can do that with the graphical quality and animations, all that stuff, the next game I want to see that meet the bar or surpass it. And from according to what the CFO is saying and other representatives, they're saying that that would devalue, that would diminish the quality of our games, because now we got to fit the bill and develop around the actual service.
Excuse me.
Oh my God!
Excuse me, Mr. J. Bari, Mr. Kingthrash. I've been listening to this entire podcast. Mr. Kingthrash, I've seen your shows. I do not like how you disrespect Xbox. And Mr. J. Bari, how dare you?
Don't say my name, please. We gotta
Mr.
guess
J.
here.
Bari,
Don't say my
how
name.
dare you? Okay? Because you know that I graduated from the Twitter School of Console Engineering.
I'm a console engineer too. I'm a console engineer
now
too.
You using Persona soundboards too?
Yeah, I am. Because I will not stand for this. I will not sit here. You've got 235 people in this chat. watching this show, and I will not sit here and
you're
allow you.
punishing their ears.
And I will not sit here and allow you to continuously lie to the audience and continuously allow the CFOs. I do know more than a CFO. You know why? Because I am the voice of the people. I know what the people want. And what the people want is what's most important.
Who said you're the voice of the people, sir?
I was a point. Listen, I rose to the occasion. I saw a problem within the community, and I stepped up. Okay, and I'm here to tell you that I pulled out my scientific Texas Instrument calculator and I did some calculations. Okay, because I graduated from the Twitter School of Engineering.
I'm a console engineer too.
I pulled out my
Can we
Texas
calculate
Instrument.
your gamer score on Xbox?
That's a bad faith question. I calculated and I did 4 + 4 × 2 × 1 - 7 carry the 1 on my Texas Instrument calculator, Mr. J. Bari, Mr. Kingthrash. And I'm here to tell you that if PlayStation puts out 3 or 4 first-party games a year, it is sustainable no matter what the CFO of Sony says. Yes, the community knows best because you want our dollars, Mr. J. Bari, Mr. Kingthrash. So I am here to tell you as the voice of the people, as the voice of the gaming community, that it is 100% sustainable for games to go into a service day and date. It is sustainable. I'm here to tell you right now, it is sustainable. And it's wrong that the CFO is telling you these lies. And you won't sit here. Hold on, Persona, I'm not done. And you won't sit. Hold on, Persona, let me tell you about the future of Game Pass. Listen, Game Pass is the future, regardless of what they tell you.
Jesus
Game Pass is the
Christ.
future. Game Pass is the future.
You gotta let us know every time you're taking a bathroom break or you gotta get something to drink. Or you gotta let us know, man.
Sorry, bro. My fault, man. I had to go to the bathroom, man.
This man is spitting all over your mic, and you just come back and you just talk right on it.
I know, man. I'm sorry, bro. I had to run to the bathroom, bro, like, real quick. And
Is your seat warm? Is what I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
That thing hot.
that thing is hot, boy. I'm sorry, man. I know the game politician keeps interrupting the show every week. Very rude. I'm sorry that he was rude to our guest, Thrash. But I'm sorry, bro.
He's very rude.
Very rude. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, very.
You know, nah, but on a serious note, when it comes to this whole thing, I mean, my God, how many times it's like an endless circle. It's like being stuck in an infinite Tetsukuyomi or some shit, some type of genjutsu, where it's like every month the same thing has to be reiterated from people who know more than you. Like, why do people that know more than you have to continuously reiterate the same shit to you day in and day out? It's not like me or Bari or anyone is just telling you, oh no, this doesn't work, and we're just running with that. No, there are multiple people telling you this. They go to Gamer Police, man. They trying to get me.
Every time, bro.
I'm quiet. Trying to stop my greatness. They ain't gonna stop me.
A neighbor heard 2 voices. They was like, wait, somebody's getting abused over there.
So it's like, why is it every time, like, people that know more than you have to continuously tell you, no, this man is Sony's checkbook. He is doing the balance sheets and all this stuff of the money that's going in and going out. You gonna tell me it's just like when the president of Sony's engineering team did the breakdown of the PlayStation 5. Remember that, Bari, Thrash? And people were saying that that was RDNA 2 is wrong because it's custom. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Like, what?
Yo, there was questions like, why would you put the what's it called, the M2MV drive, whatever it's called, NVMe drive there? They should put it over here. And I was like, what the?
And I'm like, bro, imagine trying to tell an engineer. Again, they graduated from the Twitter School of Engineering. I'm a console engineer too. And like, yo, listen, PlayStation's games are the top quality within the industry for a reason. If they need that 60 or 70 to get to remain at that level, you can take it. You got it. If the quality of my game is going to suffer, I don't want it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what it is. I don't want it. I do not want that, man. I want Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, and all that shit to be immaculate. I want it to be at the tippy top of greatness. Take that 70 and make that happen. So it is what it is. It's gaming, bro. Gaming is not a cheap hobby. Gaming is a selfish hobby. It's not a cheap hobby. It's a hobby you got to put time, effort, and money into. If you can't do that, we got a console for you. It's called Game Pass. But don't expect the quality of like a Spider-Man 2 or something like that to go in there because it's not. And again, I said this on Twitter earlier this week. You have a lot of people putting all of their faith into an unproven business venture and expecting other people within the industry to follow suit. No. And, you know, this obviously this is a PlayStation podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation, but for the sake of this conversation, looking at what has happened this week with those delays, and I think we all know what we're talking about, that further proves the point of why, no. No. I'm good. Do what you got to do.
Because you're paying for those delays. They don't understand that, man.
Exactly.
You're paying for those delays.
Exactly. I'm good. I know. You know, all the while we're all waiting for God of War Ragnarok, PlayStation's not getting my money or anyone's money because no one's paying into a service that, in the hopes of God of War Ragnarok releasing this year. It releases when it releases, and when it does, people will give them the money.
Service.
Yeah, like when it releases, they get the money. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, we can only say what we got to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to be dumb about your shit, be dumb.
Yep.
Have at it, but I'm not paying no company to wait for anything.
Nope.
I'm paying a subscription service where the main tier of the subscription service is the day and date first party games, and then they only release 2 games in 3 years. Just not doing it.
Yep.
Can't do it.
I don't know about y'all, but I know it's a great feeling when you say a certain thing, right? And then you have like a CFO or the head of PlayStation or the ex-head of PlayStation or the CEO of Sony or whatnot come out and say the same thing or share the same sentiment. That's a good feeling for me. I know that for sure.
That's a great feeling.
that showcase that, we're in line. We're on the same page on what we're thinking when it comes to quality and what we want from the games.
Yep.
And if they're truly listening to what we want, they see and they pay attention, and they know that all the effort that we put into not investing in services, not, you know, and actually investing in the games, they know what the fuck we want and why we want them, and they have structured their business around that, and I can only be happy and feel good about that as far as my purchases and what I prefer.
But you know what?
How I want them to go.
You know what it is though, Tooth Thrash? The facts, data, and statistics. It all points to what the current business model, which has been the same business model since gaming's inception, it still works. It's not. It'd be different if Nintendo and PlayStation couldn't sell games. Then it's like, all right, we need to pivot. Where's there a reason to pivot here? Not saying not invest into something like that. At least to have something there as a secondary, but as the main way, day and date, no, absolutely not.
It's cool. It's cool to have options, but regardless or not, these games will come to the service whenever they do come. But day and date, that's pretty risky right there.
I mean, if you look at the entertainment as a whole, but gaming has taken over as the most lucrative entertainment business, the biggest entertainment business, and they are the last to make to go with this services shit. I mean, we got Netflix and all these fucking services for watching shit, watching anime, watching movies, watching HBO. You know, all of those subscription services, and music. Ben done moved over to Spotify and all that good shit.
Mm-hmm. And you can't even make money off music no more.
And it's number one. You know what I'm saying? It's making the most money. That should let you know just how much subscription services ain't really doing it. It does it for certain individuals, people who did it first and who got in there and who's working the hardest. But gaming is a totally different type of entertainment than music and movies. You know what I'm saying? Music you don't even need to look at. Movies you need to look at, but you don't play. Gaming, you play that. You look, you listen, you play, you use all your senses on fucking gaming. And if you can't just stream shit either. Like, it's just one for one. You can't have games competing and you don't compete in movies. You know, you watch a movie and then you stop watching it. You know, like you got to compete in the Call of Duties or whatever competitive game. Every millisecond counts. It's just so many. It's just so different that people need to understand that gamers aren't going to really have it. And the only people who are going to have it are people who don't care about gaming. Those are the casuals, and even the casuals care now. So I haven't seen a single casual talk about PS Plus. Not a single. I know people who have a PlayStation who play Fortnite and who still for no reason pays for PS Plus, don't even need to pay for it, and getting games monthly, and they downloaded not one of those monthly games because all they want to do is play fucking Fortnite. You know, same with the Xbox. So it's just casuals aren't gonna jump onto these subscription services like people think they are. And when it comes to movies and music, it's not even the casual listeners, the casual watchers who are doing that. It's the hardcore ones, the people who want to watch old shit, or people who get Netflix. It's the grown-ups and shit. Gaming, I swear to God, bro, gaming has it so backwards. I mean, Twitter gamers and people who are not really paying attention to what's going on, they have it so backwards on what subscriptions do. It looks like a good deal. It sounds like a good deal, but what are you playing? And once you figure out that either are you a gamer or are you not a gamer, you're still buying fucking games that you want to play. And you're just paying for a fucking backlog that you don't own when you do a service. That's how I look at it, man. That's how I see it. That's what it is. It's just a fucking backlog full of games that you're not going to play, even though you already have a fucking backlog. Period. None of these services are worth it unless you don't got a backlog. If you got a backlog, play your fucking backlog games, as you don't have to have a time limit to play them monthly. Beat those, get rid of all of that shit. And then if you want an extra instant backlog, service. Other than that,
You know
I
what's
don't
crazy?
understand you niggas.
I've got like this newfound love for indies, man. I really have been like on some a high indie kick these past 5 months, man. Between Sifu, Trek the Yomi, Soundfall, Euden Chronicles, Salt and Sacrifice. Yo, indies have been killing it for me this year. Where I'm just like, yo, and then Kana last year, right? And indies have really been killing it for me this year, man. I've been knee deep in indies, man, and it's great. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's up to you. Oh, Viper, shout out to you for the super chat. He says it's like a pre-order that never drops. That's funny. He's talking about like subscribing to a service and then the game delayed. It's like a pre-order that never drops. Paying into the service. That's funny.
Yo, shout out to Stir Crazy, man, for becoming a member as well to the channel.
Joining the WUPS Nation. Shout out to y'all. But listen, guys, we are at the end of the show, man. Let me give y'all trophies and y'all platinum, because you most definitely earned it. Give y'all some trophies. And that platinum. Ooh, we're giving the trophies out like Naughty Dog, man. All right, man. Listen, let's get into these outros, man. Listen, Thrash, it was great having you on the show today, man. Getting your perspectives, man, and dropping some knowledge on today's show is really great, man. Give us your outro, man. Let the people know where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Bet. You can find me here at 8 a.m. So rewind it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be here 8 a.m. on WUPS. If you don't know about my channel, you're not supposed to know about my channel. Fuck you, and fuck your gaming viewing choices. You have let yourself down by not knowing what I do. You know what I'm saying, on my channel. But everybody who knows what it is, y'all know what it is. Throw those alligators up. Throw the do what you do's up. Throw the middle fingers up. Y'all know what we do over there, man. We don't like low XP gamers. And so I'm not going to ask no the lowest of XP gamers to actually come to the channel. Find your way through. That is your first XP point. Period. Other than that, watch these niggas' channels, watch Personas, watch Bari's best gameplay on gaming, best Call of Duty, best fighting games, best RPG discussions. Check out WUPS at all times, and do what you do on that, bro. Here's what it is.
Appreciate you always, man.
Yo, appreciate that, Thrash, man. Coming from my man Kingthrash, that means a lot, man.
Yo, facts, man. Shout out to Thrash, man. Always.
Hey, don't put that spotlight on our back either, man. Y'all out here with these best and the best and the best and the best. Hey, listen, we ain't saying nothing.
Yo, that's the community saying that, man. That's how you know it's real. Yo, shout out to you, Thrash, though, man. Really, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Spending today with us, man. It was dope.
No, anytime, man. Anytime.
Bari, man, give a shout out, your brother.
Yeah, man. Once again, yo, we appreciate Thrash coming through, man. Like we said, guys, we're gonna have the PlayStation Nation come through, hit after hit. J-Dub last week, Thrash this week, man. So it's always a pleasure having you on here, man. Like I said earlier, sorry it took so long, but yeah, man, it was a legendary show. And I appreciate everybody that came through as well, man, hitting the like button, all the super chats. We appreciate you guys, all the new members. We appreciate you guys. If you guys do really enjoy the content, man, don't be afraid to hit that like button or share the stream out. Let people know that, yo, the PlayStation Nation is over here. Yeah, Thrash say don't subscribe, but definitely subscribe to my man Thrash. I mean, he's doing great stuff over there on his channel with a round table and just breaking down gaming as well. Very knowledgeable dude, and always mad respect since the first time I spoke to him, man. So shout out to my man Thrash once again, yo. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Yo, We Gonna Talk is gonna return tomorrow, where we're gonna have some fun with predicting some release dates. Those are always, fun to do, where the chat can like, yo, you're wrong, J Bar. If I'm wrong, oh, y'all gonna light me up. I know that. But so we're gonna do that tomorrow, man, in the morning, with We Gonna Talk. And yeah, we just waiting for certain trailer to come out where we're gonna break that thing down, man. We're gonna dissect the hell out of that Final Fantasy XVI trailer. So just waiting for that to come. I can't wait for that, man. And waiting for this Grand Blue Fantasy Relink news as well. So that's coming soon as well. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys once again. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday, man.
Hey, yo, facts, man. Shout out to my bro Bari. And shout out to Thrash again. And yo, for me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. I was the host this week. You feel me? Another great show in the books with episode 83 of When Persona Speaks. What's Up PlayStation podcast. Listen, for me personally, what do I have coming on the channel? Obviously we're going to do When Persona Speaks on Monday. That's going to be a good show, talk about some stuff. Listen, I'm also going to do a video on Soundfall, man. I think I'm going to put my impressions out this week as well on Soundfall. I'm really into this game, man. Like this is like probably gonna be the only game I'm playing all weekend is Soundfall, bro. That's how deep I'm into this. I might stream it this weekend as well. I'm still trying to get confirmation from the developers, but I'm probably just gonna just say, what, screw it and just stream because I really want y'all.
It's spooky to stream.
Yeah,
man, to be honest with you.
I know. I might stream it on my Twitch though, and not on YouTube. Go back to Twitch and stream that. So we'll see. But either way, it's gonna be it's gonna be good, man. I'm gonna put some content out on that, show some more gameplay and whatnot. And I'm just waiting on the big news, man. PlayStation, I know y'all watching because y'all put out that. I know y'all watched the show. All right, my host Jim Ryan, PlayStation, with the news. I need that news, man. Go on and send up that news so we can really start geeking out over that stuff. You feel me? But that's pretty much it, man. Also, I'm doing live reactions to all the big shows next month as well, but we'll talk about that later. And yeah, that's it, guys. I appreciate y'all.
We got super chat. We got another super chat.
Oh yeah, shout out to you, Lionel. Appreciate you. He says, I made a tweet asking Xbox dudes would they unsub from Game Pass. They said no. That would just make things worse for Xbox. So they rather save Xbox than make a statement. Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in another show or like another time. But I get where you're coming from, Lionel.
Yeah. Crazy. All right, guys, man. Y'all be safe, man. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. We appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. And this has been episode 83 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. A podcast by the community, for the community. And we out. Peace.